Hey nerds, it's Sammy, and this is Barrel Age Chicks. Let's do this. Tonight on panel we have...
No, I'm fine.
And finally...
Hi, this is Crystal, and I make everything awkward.
Welcome to Willy's Wonderland. Spend the night cleaning Willy's Wonderland, and I will pay to have your car fixed. Deal? You are officially on staff. Let's get the hell out of here. I can't stand to hear a grown man scream.
This place has a dark history. I know the bullshit story they told you. It's a lie. You're here to be a human sacrifice. Have you been listening to a word I've been saying? He's gonna die in here, but he won't listen to me.
The machines got out. Nobody is safe. Put your balls on, Evan. We're going to Willy's.
He's not trapped in here with them. They're trapped in here with him.
It's your birthday, and we want you to have fun. It's your birthday, so let's party. It's birthday time.
I enjoy a man of few words.
I have a job for you. Piece of cake, really. Good. It's a security gig.
Hello?
Welcome to Freddy's. Have you met them yet?
Met who?
Foxy, Bonnie, Chica, and Freddy. Back in the 80s, some kids went missing.
What is this?
That's why the place shut down. The police searched Freddy's.
Hey.
They never found the kids.
What the heck?
Ghost children possessing giant robots? Tell me how to stop them.
You don't. It's too late. He's coming.
The steroids are here. No, I'm kidding. The steroids are here. Welcome to another episode of Barrel Age Chicks. You do that all the time.
I know. Well, I really actually wanted to get what we were just talking about on our show because it's fucking funny. Yes.
No.
I mean, it's appropriate.
It's
given our movie choices.
It is. These are okay. So,
How's
hi,
that for a
Crystal.
segue?
Hi, Crystal.
Hello.
We're doing your picks for Halloween.
Yes.
All right. I had never seen either of these.
I love both of them dearly.
You are an interesting creature.
And you want to know my own little interesting side fact, because I've just been dying to say it all
Always.
day. This is my absolute favorite Nick Cage film.
Oh. Why? Because he doesn't talk?
No, because yeah, he literally
doesn't
says not a
talk.
single fucking
No,
word.
not one. He grunts. That's the
That's
extent
the
of it.
beauty of it. It's literally a video game movie. He's a character you play, and he's like, you don't talk. I respect that. Oh my God.
Well, for our listeners, what two films are we talking about?
We are doing Willy's Wonderland versus Five Nights at Freddy's.
Yes.
My favorite quote from Willy's Wonderland.
Yeah,
But
that sums it up.
Yeah.
That sums it
By
up.
the way, the chase is here.
No other quotes would fit.
Yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
the chase is
Hi,
here.
all.
We have
How y'all
Chase
doing?
from Barrel Age Flicks, and we have Ron in the peanut gallery.
Yep.
We're going to see if we
Currently
punish
staring
Ron,
at the ceiling.
even though he's not even on the show.
It happens more
really?
than you think.
You want to? You know what? You put my head on a stick. Hey, punishment shot.
I put your head on a stick.
No. And then he mocked me with head on stick with list.
You already punished him for it.
Wait a minute. No, I didn't.
I thought you yelled at him.
No, I yelled at him. I did not punish him.
Yeah,
When?
you did.
When?
Last time we recorded.
I don't remember this.
That's not his fault, but I'm
Steroids are here.
The steroids are here.
All right. I'm gonna find a reason.
I mean, I'm all for punishing your spouse, but like it's got to be legitimate.
Do I just do it for
It's
shits
got to
and-
be legitimate. Don't start with me, man.
You know what? He flustered you earlier, and
Stop.
I mean, I'm just
No.
saying.
Willy's Wonderland.
The drinks
What
for
are
the
we
show.
drinking?
All right, so we will start because I have 2 drinks.
You're a pot stirrer today.
I am. I'm
Yeah,
feisty.
you are.
Oh, I thought you were talking about pot. And like, what?
No, that is here too. I got
Yes.
contact high.
So we have 2 drinks. Well, technically a drink and then a small flight of shots.
Yes.
So we will start with the flight and then end with the drink because I feel like that will help the chaser.
Are we gonna do all of this simultaneously?
No, but I want to say like the shot first, and then you can try the purple drink, and then we'll do another of the 3 shots later on.
Okay. All right. Cool.
I just figured we'd start with one and then try the purple drink so that we get it out the way, and then in a little bit try one of the others.
You're the boss mouse.
Yeah.
There ain't no way in hell I'm making y'all drink these 4 shots in a row.
Yeah.
Sammy,
I was
you
gonna
can
say
slug
I
yours
do
if you
have to
want.
drive to
I can
go to
slam
Palooza.
mine. They're all different juices. I'm just getting vitamin C.
Just slug that shit.
Vitamin C. I needed my immune
if it's
system.
I do have 50 ounces of water
That
in my
thing is
cup.
ridiculous.
It's bigger than you are.
As I was saying, I've also got fruit over here, so if you need it to absorb.
Yep.
Yes.
So
Different.
I will start with talking about the flight.
Yes.
The brown one in front of you is Mozart chocolate liqueur
Okay.
for
Ooh.
Freddy.
Sounds fancy.
Is that the first one to drink?
Actually, I will let y'all pick whichever of the 4 you want, but I'm going to go over what each 4 is, and you can
Okay.
grab whichever one you want. The yellow one is for Chica.
Okay.
That is pineapple juice and a little bit of Everclear.
What?
Okay.
Boozy.
You wanted to be on the show.
They're animatronics that kill you. They are
It's
fruit
appropriate.
and chocolate because
It's
they're
even
children,
corn-colored.
but they're children that kill you.
Delicious.
So next up, we have cranberry juice. Can't really tell which one is which, so I think that's more of the browner of the 2. For Foxy.
I love him.
Okay.
Then we have grape juice for Bonnie.
Which one's Bonnie?
The bunny.
Bonnie
blue
is the
bunny.
bunny.
The blue bunny.
Oh, the blue bunny. Okay.
Because in the game, it's like bluish purple.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
And then the pink drink is for the Willy.
Willy's Wonderland, yes.
Okay.
That is the... You had looked it up. I threw the can over there. Ron,
Alani?
my energy drink can's right there behind you. What's it called?
I think it's Alani Stardust something.
Cosmic Stardust. Yes,
All
thank
right.
you. You're right.
That
Ta-da.
works for the Willy.
Yes, and his drink in the movie is called Punch.
Yeah.
What was it? A caffeine to keep you kicking.
A caffeine to keep your kisser kicking or something like that. Yeah.
It's just very just
weird.
generic power up in a video game.
Yeah.
Yep. So,
Is that what it was supposed to be?
Yeah.
I couldn't fucking figure out what the thing was where every time his watch went off, I'm like, why are you timing this shit?
So that was his
I
breaks.
was so confused.
Those were his breaks because he's supposed to pace himself. And in the game of Five Nights, you have days.
Why is he supposed to pace himself? Okay, we'll get into it because I am
Yeah.
very confused.
Okay, so whichever shot you want to pick, and Sammy, you just have pineapple juice, grape juice, and cranberry juice sans alcohol because...
I'm December Sammy.
Why don't we drink the same shots at the same time? Because we're rating them, right?
True, yeah. So
Start
which one do you want to do?
Start with Freddy because I don't have a Freddy.
All right. Down the hatch with Freddy we go.
Which one was that?
The chocolate
Chocolate.
one.
Oh, okay.
Can I smells it?
It's the brown bear,
Oh, wow.
babe.
That looks like
I was
chocolate milk.
thinking of the red
It
one.
looks like chocolate milk.
Yeah, it's delicious.
All right.
Oh.
And that's just the alcohol in
Just
it?
the chocolate liqueur.
Is it nummy?
That's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
And I'm not a big chocolate person.
I was going to say
So-
he's not a fan of the chocolate. You like white chocolate.
This
I could drink the shit out of that.
this in the middle of wintertime, put it in the microwave for a little bit, and then put a little bit of
Boozy hot cocoa.
spray
Oh
cream
yeah,
on
it's
top.
so good.
Ooh. That sounds amazing.
And it's even better if you happen to have a little bit of like rum chata peppermint.
I'm going to need you to send me the name of this thing because I'm going to need it in the fall time.
It's right up there. We can send you a picture.
I'm going to take a picture of it because.
Oh, it's delicious.
It smells.
You can go have a shot. It's over there. There's a little black basket on your
just mixing that into hot chocolate would be fucking amazing.
So I did.
What's the name of it again?
Mozart.
And
it looks like a Ferrero Rocher.
Well fucking done.
But that with I go to the store and I get Land O'Lakes raspberry hot chocolate mix. You make that, pour that inside of it, and then you put a little bit of the spray cream on top. Fantastic.
Little zesty cinnamon on top of that.
And
I
if
love
you like
me
it,
some hot chocolate.
And if you like it, make just a plain hot chocolate, pour some of this in there, and then rum chata peppermint.
Ooh, that'd be a peppermint hot chocolate.
I do put peppermint candies on my hot chocolate at Christmas.
That would be good. That'd be
peppermint
is mocha
delicious.
I do like crushed peppermint on the whipped cream.
It warms you in all the right places.
I remember.
Are we ready for Christmas? Oh wait, it's Halloween. Why are you making me feel like Christmas?
Sorry.
Spooky season.
Okay, so we're talking about hot chocolate around the campfire. That's what it is.
Well, I'm the person
Bonfires,
that have hot chocolate on Halloween.
Yeah,
I'll have hot chocolate on Easter.
Yeah, hot chocolate all the time.
I do drink a shit ton of the hot chocolate.
Yes, it is comfortable.
Instead of, I don't drink coffee. I drink hot chocolate.
There you go.
So what do you think?
Oh, that's fucking delicious. Like, I give that 3 fucking fingers to the... I need some... I give her a sheet because she doesn't have fingers. I'm stealing her fingers, so I give it 3. That's delicious. Like, I was... That's yum. Very yum.
All right. How about you, Chase?
Top marks.
Yeah.
Always delicious.
Yeah.
Big fan of the Mozart.
That's a 2 for me as well.
I am glad you introduced me to that one.
What about you, Ron? Did you try it out?
That's coming home at some point.
I didn't know where it was.
I'm pretty sure I used this and then some.
I know you used it in a mixed drink before,
Yeah.
but I don't think I enjoyed it as much in the mixed drink. That on
Was
its
it blood
own,
and chocolate?
Fucking
Yeah.
delicious. Yeah, that's what it was.
So it was last year's Halloween episode.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da.
It's come full circle.
Ah!
Hey, we've been doing this for a while now, girls.
Yes, I really.
Oh, that's exciting.
I still want to find some random reason to punish him.
It'll happen. Don't
You
worry.
live with him. You can punish him whenever you want. Ragnar left his paddle here. It's underneath your face.
He'd like that too much.
Oh, my.
All right.
All right.
On that note, what's our next drink here, Mouse?
The energy drink that we all can sip.
Yay! I'm excited about this. I like it. It's pretty pink. It's like bubblegum pink. All right. Ooh,
That's not bad.
it's very interesting smelling.
It reminds me a little bit of a C4.
I've never had them.
That's delicious.
Ew, that's gross.
I mean, I'm not a big fan of energy drinks as a whole. I don't really drink them.
We're all like, no, it's not that bad. And then, ew, it's gross.
Yeah,
Sorry.
see, I don't like the aftertaste, like the after tongue, like
Oh, no,
stick
that's
that
fantastic
happens.
to me.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it tastes like a pink Starburst.
Yeah.
Ew, gross.
Fucking delicious.
Pink Starbursts are
Ugh.
yummy.
Those
Yeah.
are fucking nasty.
What's your favorite Starburst? It's Halloween. Let's talk about candy.
Orange.
Orange Starburst? Yep.
I love me some orange Starburst. Second only than
Orange.
lemon.
Orange?
Yellow.
Yellow?
I was gonna say that's my second run up is yellow. I don't
Yep.
like pink.
Yellow.
Pink
Yellow,
Starburst
orange,
is
and
gross.
then pink. Absolutely. I do like the
No.
pink.
When I
hate
was
the pink.
younger,
The cherry is my least favorite.
I would
Oh,
take
I love cherry.
New.
I would take them, make little sandwiches.
I did that before. Or you just like roll them into a ball and like little chewy marble. Yes.
Yes.
Wait,
that
which
was the
one?
only way.
You
Just
mush your Starburst together and you make a little candy factory flavor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like make
Never
your own
done
flavor.
this.
Oh, I so did that.
Never
Who
done
the
this.
fuck does that?
That
A
was the only
genius
way
is
that I
that's
like.
what.
Before I was able to
Madman.
stomach the taste of
Your
the
wife
cherry
over
by
there
itself
does
because it always had like that weird
that.
chemically taste for me. I would take one red
Hold on a minute.
and squish it between 2 yellow.
Hold on a minute. You squish your Starburst together, but you can't stand if your fucking green beans and mashed potatoes touch?
Starburst is the same candy, just different flavored. Green beans and mashed potatoes.
They're
are
different
complete-
flavors.
Different fucking food group.
Different textures.
Thank you. She understands. She's a mother.
But I will eat that shit together. It's delicious. Just one scoop.
I do too.
Fucking on a sandwich.
So you
Let's
can
go.
go. You can go
That's
fuck off. What
Thanksgiving.
did I have mixed together the other night? Mashed potatoes and mushrooms.
That's true.
That's
and
fine.
I put rice with my fish.
Yeah, she tripped
I've
fucking
grown.
balls afterward, too.
That's
I'm joking.
good.
I'm joking. Wrong kind of...
I'm
What
gonna,
did you say?
I said, yeah, she tripped balls afterward, too.
I thought you said she choked on my balls afterwards. I
Good
was like,
God,
I'll
no.
give it.
I'll I'll give it a half middle finger.
That's a good dinner, I
Half
guess.
middle finger.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
It's better than Purple Monster, right?
Oh, yeah. But,
I will
yeah.
take it.
So I will. It's palatable, but I am not a fan of pink Starbursts. Like they are my least favorite Starburst. So yeah, it just was a miss because of that. So yeah, half middle finger for me.
I'll give it a 1. Yeah, as an energy drink, I think it's definitely one of the better ones I've had. So for sure.
Yeah. No.
yeah, it's 2 up for me. Yeah.
I'm giving it a 1.5 because I do enjoy it. It has a weird aftertaste, but it doesn't last long for me.
No.
It's there and it's like, yum, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
But I don't really like energy drinks much, but this one is not that bad. I could stomach drinking the whole thing of this.
I mean, like if you drink a diet soda, it has the same kind of lingering aftertaste thing. Do they both have aspartame in it? Because that might be what it is.
I don't know.
I believe
Aaron,
it does.
can you bring me the can?
I'm pretty sure it does.
I can't stand it because I can't stand diet soda either. So
I'm 90% sure it does. It has some form of it.
yeah. Sorry, I did that right in the mic. Fucking
Yummy.
cold as back to school bugs.
It's that time of year, man.
Huh?
She said cold.
I said my fucking cold. Thanks, I appreciate you saying I'm not oldest at the table, but okay. Oldest in the room.
Sammy, I might just be blind, but I don't think I see it.
Let me see. Pretty sure I read it on here.
So are we going to go through the movie a little bit more?
Yeah.
A little
It
bit
has
and then go to the next
erythritol.
shot? Or
Yeah,
are we like
because
going to...
I'm
No,
going
just
to let you
slow.
pace yourself.
It doesn't have aspartame. It has erythritol,
Okay,
which is a different. It's still a
Same thing?
fake sugar.
cool. I was like, I don't see the big A word they were asking for. Did she open the carbonated drink and have you burp?
Sorry.
That was magic.
Sorry.
All right. That was glorious.
I thought you were having a seizure from my snap into
that
the
was
mic.
that was a lot of diet products and woof. All
Well,
right, I'm
you
good.
do realize that drink was full like 3 minutes ago.
I'm thirsty.
Fucking water, bitch.
I got one of them too.
You power down soda when you should be powering down water.
I have it.
It's canned water. That's not real water.
It's wet.
Fucking, that doesn't make it water. So is pee. That doesn't make it water. It's wet. Like,
Gross.
Pee is more water than that.
You're ridiculous.
My pee is more water than that.
Oh,
well,
God.
that is clinically proven.
You ridiculous. You're a sponge, literally. There it is. It's no filter. It don't, whoop.
Sorry.
Anyways, as you drink your freaking huge ass thermos thing.
I refilled it already today.
Oh my gosh. It's so much water. Anyways, on that note, getting back to the fright.
Hey, the fright of Freddy's.
There you
The
go.
fright of shots.
The fright of Freddy shots.
So what
I'll get it loud. Sorry.
what movie would y'all ladies like to dive into first, or just kind of talk about both of them in the same kind of swing?
That is up to you, Mouse.
Yeah, your show. Your
Five Nights at Freddy's. That was the original idea construct.
That is
Between
so.
the
that
two.
came out first?
No.
Which
Five
one
Night-
was released first?
So this is kind of, if you're talking about both between the films, it was Willy's, but Five
Okay.
Nights is based off of a video game that came out in 2004.
Okay.
That has lore going back to the 80s.
The lore.
I mean, it's literally going back to Chuck E. Cheese, Pistol Pete's, whatever. Insert your kid's party house play place here.
Yeah.
So mine was Pistol Pete's out in the West Coast.
Ours
So,
was Chuck E. Cheese.
yeah.
And the concept, because I don't know if it gets dived into enough, or at least the real lore of the game in the movie. The lore of the games is that while you're playing, you're in a room basically just sitting at a desk and you don't move. And you watch your cameras and there's shoe doors on the right and left of you and you have to close them so the animatronics don't come in and eat you. You have 5 nights and there's night 6 to survive. And it's you have to make it to 6 a.m. to not get eaten. The lore is William Afton owned the place and in the Springtrap suit killed all these kids. And Bonnie, the bunny, was the last one he killed and the most violent death. That's why Bonnie is quite vicious with the
Murdering.
merkin. Yeah.
The murdering.
The Merkin.
The Merkin?
Do you know what a Merkin is?
Do you?
That is a pussy toupee.
Yeah.
I did not see those in these movies.
Murking somebody.
Oh,
It's a what?
Yeah, it's
yes.
it's a
You've
hairpiece.
seen Game of Thrones.
Yes?
You know when they have full bushes on screen?
Yeah.
Those are merkins. Those are like
So-
those are 70s bushes on a rack. You take it off, you put it on your boots.
Because you mentioned
so that
that.
you can. I mean, I'm just saying.
Because you
The
mentioned
more
that.
you know.
I have to honor my late cousin who passed away because
He had a merkin?
No. He's the one that introduced me to that term because we were young children learning dumb shit. He called it a wig muff.
A wig muff.
No, it's a muff wig.
Exactly. That was his name on Snapchat because they wouldn't allow muff wig. It was
Wait.
wig muff
He used that as his name
on
because
Snapchat.
he wanted to be a muff wig.
It was that was the generation me and my
Hopefully
cousin
he
grew up in.
was. Rest in peace.
He was
He had a
fantastic.
beautiful wife, so I'm pretty sure he got to cover that
He got
very
to be
often.
a muff wig. Every man should aim to be a muff wig.
I'll be your hairpiece. Baby.
I'll keep that poos warm for you.
That's why I grew it out.
But the
My
games
brain is not processing anymore.
Sorry.
It's broken.
You lead me down a dirty 12-year-old mind's alley, and I'm like, okay, let's go. 'cause
Never
I have-
heard
I know.
Merkin like in
Well, you
that
gotta think.
context.
these are 12-year-olds and 13-year-olds trapped inside of these animatronics for the rest of eternity.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
He's sad.
You know I don't like dead ghost babies, right? Yeah.
Well, maybe they
Thankfully-
probably don't like you either.
I hope. I mean, let's mutually agree to stay away from each other. That would be great.
Mutually agree to stay the fuck away from each other.
All right.
Mutually
so
assured, don't touch me.
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe that's why my hands are always cold. Being haunted by ghost children.
But the games were very popular, and there's, I think, up to
My
now,
kids love
6.
them. Yeah.
I love
them.
So when Willy's Wonderland came out, it was the closest thing to the movie adaptation we have. And
Is that why it's Willy's Wonderland because of William Afton?
see, everybody's like, there's so many things that it's like, you even have some characters that are close to it. But
Yeah.
Nick Cage is like, no, I took no inspiration from it. No.
He didn't write it.
What was your? What was
produced
your,
it.
Your
He
theory?
produced it, but he didn't write the movie.
Yeah, but no, he was like like all of them talking about like, look, he was the one he held this close to his chest.
Yeah.
He loved this movie. He was like, look, I'm standing firm on this.
Because he didn't have to memorize any lines.
Yes. Easiest dialogue
Like, I just
ever.
get to look weird, get angry, drink energy drinks, and play pinball. Like,
He
it sounds
improvised the pinball dance.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, and you could.
It
tell.
did not look choreographed.
Yeah, you can tell. Oh Nick.
It looked like he was tripping balls
Yes,
the whole movie.
but no, like
Caffeine high.
they swear up and down it's not a adaptation of Five Nights, and it really is though.
Okay.
Down to like even some of the characters that they have up there are spin-offs of characters from different installments of the Five Nights games later on. Mm-hmm. Circus Baby, they have the Fairy Girl, the Chameleon. They
She
have
reminded me way too much of Megan. That bitch was creepy.
Oh, not the.
I didn't like her simply for the fact they just put a foam head
On a person?
Like I don't like costume people mascots in any means, but don't just put a fucking foam head and hands on. That's extra creepy.
I mean, that's a point, right?
Yes, but
Yeah, she does not like mascots.
It's such a random thing to be like. "Rah,"
That's
about.
like an actual phobia.
Oh yeah.
I know. I didn't
Do you know
that.
what the name of that one is?
No.
no.
Hold on.
I'm sorry. I'm not trying
ahead.
to like
And
laugh at it. It's just like that's so random to me.
I know when it happened. There was one day I wasn't feeling up to having a mascot around me at Chick-fil-A, and that fucking cow wouldn't leave me alone.
Oh no.
Because
You
they
mean-
sense fear.
The Lord's chicken done fucked you up for
The-
life?
Not enough for me to hate the Lord's chicken, but hate
The
his
Lord's
fucking
chicken
mascot.
is delicious.
Masculophobia.
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 Yeah, literally.
There you go. That's a
No
new
interpretation needed.
Term. No. Skirt a mask.
What radio station is it that has a bee? Is it one?
B101.5?
Yes. That bumblebee was the only mascot before I had the traumatizing thing with Chick-fil-A that I
Buzzy.
I had a good time with him because we were at some big convention when I was a little kid. And I'm like, Mom, it's a bee. And he saw me and goes, and mimicked my actions. Like, wait a minute. And I started like dancing a little bit. And he goes, and I'm just like dancing this beat. And he's doing everything I'm doing. And I'm like, this is so much fun.
That's cute.
Yeah.
That's super cute.
And now you're scared of all of the mascots.
Yes. No. So thank you.
Which is hilarious
Be
because she was a
101.5
mascot for a while.
for having such an amazing
like, as a
mascot.
job.
There you go. There you go.
Who were you a mascot for?
I was a mascot for my mom's school.
Oh, okay.
I dressed up as a giant timber wolf.
Hey, that's a cool costume.
And because I understand what it was like to have fear, all the little kids that were like cowering in the corner, I would ask the principal to pull off to the side, and I'd go in the nurse's office with them, and I'd take my head off and be like, "Hey, it's just me. You see me at my mom's desk?" And they're like, "Oh," and I'm like, "Yeah, it's just me under here," and took the hands off, and
helping them not have masculophobia. Yeah, that's good.
it was nice. It was kind of healing.
That's good.
But it was also like a sauna suit. We had a kind of like a pep rally for them, but not really. And they had Timber sitting there, and I'm just sitting there like, whew, it's hot.
Yeah, those things need
And
AC.
I just dripping. And the nurse looks over, and I'm just sitting here panting, and she's like, she's doing a great job being the wolf. Wait a minute. She comes over, and she lifts up my head, and I'm just drenched with water going, okay, get something to drink.
Poor thing. Sitting there dehydrating.
Oh, yeah. It was
Yeah.
But, so yeah, the movies are very similar. Well, his movie is very similar to the idea of Five Nights, but the Five Nights movie does a very good job of introducing this generation of children who haven't maybe played the original game to the concept of Five Nights.
Okay.
It reawoke it enough for him to create a new game.
I didn't realize how old the game was.
Yeah, I was going to say, I didn't either. Because I
'Cause-
stumbled across it when I found Creepypasta.
Mm-hmm. It's one of those ones that it survives, it dies off, comes back, dies off. A new group of kids find it, and it comes back and dies off.
Interesting. It's crazy. It's been around like freaking 20 years.
The fun thing is, it's exactly like Creepypasta. Creepypasta becomes popular, and then it dies off, and then a new insurgence of stories comes. And
Because,
then
oh
it
my
comes
gosh,
back.
what was it like 2 years ago? Everybody was into Slender Man.
Yeah.
Slender Man.
Oh,
Slender Man
there
everywhere.
were killings about it.
My son.
There was one.
That was in like 2014.
Yeah, I was going to say that was old.
That was
It
just
was
up here.
No, it was in Pennsylvania.
No, that.
There was one up here in Stafford.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
It happened multiple times because
I don't read
the
the news.
Slenderman craze was kind of.
It was actually
Because I know there were two girls that did it up in
was
Pennsylvania.
8 houses down from my ex-wife's house when I met her.
The one that's local?
Yep.
That's crazy. I didn't know that.
No, my dark twisty son, he was obsessed.
My dark twisty
and he wanted to watch it so fucking bad. So we watched it and he was like, this is the stupidest thing I've ever seen in my whole
was
life.
so bad.
And the Slender Man.
Yeah, Slender
He was
Man movie.
obsessed. He
It
wanted to
was
watch it so
fucking
bad. And I was
dumb.
funny. And I was like, fuck it, fine. We're going to watch it. You'll have nightmares. You're like 10, whatever. And he was so ready for it. And he was so excited. And he was like, that was the stupidest thing I've ever watched in my life. I was like, well, at least thank you. So
Yeah.
that's
Didn't
good.
traumatize you. Woo.
No.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
I don't know. I made the mistake of letting poor E watch the opening to It, and now she's terrified of the fucking clown in her basement.
Turn him away. You turn him around.
Pennywise
He's fucking
is staring at her, and she doesn't like
I know.
Pennywise.
I watched you point him right there. Turn his fucking shit around.
Punish him. Punish him.
That was it. You did that on purpose,
He
right?
did it to do. Yes, he did it 100%.
No, you said
He
that was-
lined it
you
up
just
for
said
you.
that was
He
the point.
Did. He did.
You
He
know
did.
how I feel about that fucking thing.
You should.
You found your.
He's being mean. He's being mean.
I don't like that one either, but it's not that one.
You should.
I invoke the power of punishment. Because you did that on purpose.
And
if
from
you
the way-
hadn't done it on purpose, but I know you did because you said that was the point of it pointing at me.
From the way that Sammy is
You said
jumping, I
that.
don't think we have to vote.
Okay. Dick. You know, I hate that fucking thing. And I watched you move it across the room and turn it towards me. Your shit-eating smile proves that you did it on purpose.
What is it?
Barrel of punishment.
All right,
right.
not too bad. Here.
I had an
I'll
idea.
draw for you.
Should we go on the backside of the wheel and just like write what, in, like plain words, what it is on the backside, so when you're sitting here, you know what's been picked?
You could. Oh, a buzz bomb. Those things are fun.
Go. Okay. Are these good warm?
Well,
You're
let's
gonna-
do it.
Yeah, let's
Let's do it.
definitely
drink
do
it.
it warm.
You're drinking it the way it is.
Are you a real one or are you one of the store ones?
All right.
It's a real one. Damn.
No,
Bring
I-
it.
Yeah.
The grocery store ones are fucking.
Don't
Are they
scare
terrible?
the
They're made
snow.
with malt liquor.
Don't scare the snow.
All right, so I got chili mango
You
out
can
of the
scare
barrel
the
of
snow. Just don't be a
punishment.
dick.
Chili mango? That sounds delicious. It's
don't know.
probably trash, but it sounds like it'd be good.
Smells good.
It's from the ABC store. It's not one of the bad ones.
Oh, okay. Might actually.
Yeah, it's one of those circle cans.
I hear that.
ASMR. Slurp, slurp, slurp.
Not bad.
Can you taste the chili?
A little bit.
You
It's
taste
got a
mango.
little bit of spice to it, but it's nothing like.
Is it
Just tastes
better
like a
than when
spiked
Chase
punch.
punished you on your show and it was all hot sauce?
Spice. It would have been. I could definitely. This would definitely taste really good ice.
Hot sauce.
Oh yeah.
Ice cold. This would be great. It's not bad. Warm. It's. ugh.
Okay.
Frozen drink out of it.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you. Appreciate it for my punishment.
You're welcome. Keep that bitch away from me.
Did you hear what I did to him?
And this
last night?
movie's about animatronics. He's got a haunted
I
animatronic
did know
looking
that,
at me.
that
Fuck
both my
that.
girls were like, if you want to see Miss Emily mess up Daddy, come downstairs. But at that point, I was like literally already falling asleep.
I was asleep. And then they got a cock block by BAC, and they're like, all right, go get the girls. Oh, wait, no. There's Crystal. She's over here. I'm like, what happened?
Oh,
Y'all could
He
have
tried
called
to
me. I
stab-
was awake.
He tried to stab him with a knife.
What?
wait,
handed
what?
he
It was
handed the knife-
unintentional.
He handed the knife back blade first and had Chase grab it blade first.
I wasn't thinking.
So when I heard that, I remembered the drink that I think it was all three of us made with the watermelon and the Everclear.
Yeah.
So I made that in the cock with a little bit of bitters.
Oh, you got a
Oh.
cock shot on top of it?
Oh, his face. And then he took a chaser. He's like, oh, it made it worse. It was beautiful.
All right.
Don't stab people. It's not nice.
The video games themselves aren't inherently gory. There is no gore. It's literally just jump scares out the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in the sense that Five Nights the movie is kind of accurate to that, but it was nowhere near as scary as what the games make you feel. Your heart is beating out of your chest playing those games, even if you're not
Yeah.
actively in danger.
Yeah, there's something I don't know what it is about like video games jump scares versus film jump scares. It is a totally different thing because you're so immersed in
You're
it.
more absorbed in a video game
Because you're actively
you're actively
participating.
trying to participate. Yes,
You're actively playing.
in a movie you're watching it. There's there's a different part of your brain is engaged when you're
That's a good point.
doing a video game.
Yeah, if
Yeah,
the main character
so-
dies in the film, they die and you keep watching. If the main
Yeah.
character in the game dies, you have to
died.
start over.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, because I mean I love like horror video games. They're super fun. Like I love watching. I've said this on another episode. Ron playing like Resident Evil is like one of my favorite things to do.
I love watching people playing video games. It's literally watching Markiplier play Five Nights has been how I've learned the lore of the whole thing. Plus Matt Pat's video.
Well, give us the lore. Like tell us the lore.
Cell phone game?
No, it's Xbox and a couple of VR. And PlayStation, I think too. But it's extensive. But basically, William Afton fell in love with a dancing bear, and he wanted that to be
It's about a furry.
No, it was a dancing bear at a restaurant. Like it was a dinner
Even
and show.
worse.
So he wanted to make that excitement for children. So he created an animatronic bear to do a pizzeria thing. Then he had a rival, William Emily, and when William Emily decided to start making a pizzeria to rival his, they joined up together and made the second installment where you finally start playing the game.
Okay.
And that's when Afton kills William Emily's child.
Oh, okay.
That was what started it. He killed his kid and stuffed it in the animatronic. Afton fell in love with killing people, so he started killing kids and stuffing their bodies in the animatronics.
Okay. And Afton's the one that's played by our boy Stu.
Yeah.
From
Yes.
Scream.
Yep.
Yes, which if anybody knows how to watch
Matthew
a
Lillard.
movie, yes. If anyone knows how to watch a movie and read signs, they tell you in the opening fucking sequence that he is Springtrap because Matthew Lillard is put up right there over Purple Guy putting on Springtrap's head. It tells you right there in the beginning.
No, okay. So
Well, I kind
that's
of
for the rewatch,
was clued
you know?
in.
who's
when-
Purple Guy?
Purple guy.
Purple Guy is William Afton. So
Okay.
that's kind of what I was getting at. So he kills these children, and you see in these little mini games when you die in the game itself that he kills these kids and puts their souls in the animatronic. You're playing a character that's setting them free. Once their souls are released from the animatronics wake up and realize that, hey, He's been hurting us, not helping us, and they actually kill Afton like they do in the movie.
Okay.
So when he's in that suit, they basically cursed him the same way they've been cursed, so he never dies. That's why in the movie he says, "I'll be back. I always come back." Because Springtrap is in every single game because he cannot die.
Okay.
And in the game, you're playing as his only.
And that's why they lock him in a room, and they're like, "Well, you're stuck in here."
Yes.
Okay.
Because in the second installment, when they have a guy who calls you in the beginning, he's like, "Hey, hello. So thank you for joining our crew. If you found us through an ad or some other way, blah 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 blah." And it tells you that they took all the animatronics from the old location. It got burned down, but we found this one bunny suit in the back. It smelled weird, so we kept it because it's expensive. Basically telling you that he follows every single location and he's always there.
Okay, so he's the nonstop bad.
Yes.
Okay, and it's purple guy, but when he's in the suit, he becomes Springtrap.
Well, Springtrap is just the name of the bunny suit.
Oh, that's just okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that's the name of the bunny suit, and then the
purple guy inhabits it
because the Springtrap is the rib
style
cage thing.
Yeah, it's
right?
the style of that suit.
Interesting.
Purple guy is Afton's name because when he doesn't die, he rots and turns purple. So and also in the video games, you see a guy just walking down the street, and he slowly becomes more decomposed in Sister Location. That's the guy you're playing as is his eldest son. His youngest son gets killed by William Emily because he finds out that William Emily found out that Afton killed his daughter. So Afton's kid, the youngest one, gets killed by William Emily in revenge.
Interesting.
His oldest son is the one that you find is playing all the games, going through and murking all the animatronics, trying to kill the locations. And in the one where you have all of the animatronics breaking into the pizzeria instead of out, and you at the end of the game you burn alive because William Emily hired you this time instead of Afton trying to kill you. Because Afton's been trying to kill his kid because the kid wants all this to end, and he's like, "Fuck you, I don't want this to end, so you're gonna die." So at the very end of this one, when he's being burned alive, William Emily's telling him that, like, you know, I feel like you wanted to be here, and that's okay. He's inhabited by a being called not Endo. It's
Enzo?
it's not Enzo. It's
Banger?
no. Basically, it's
Pointer.
Mangle. Thank you,
Okay.
Mangle. All of these animatronics get forced into the body of the main character because in Sister Location you get scooped out and hollowed like you're an animatronic needing a new endoskeleton.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
And they all jump inside of you, and that's why you see the body slowly decaying. And the last cutscene before the credits roll is you walking down the street, purple and just kind of limping, and your body just kind of glitches out, and it pukes out of your mouth. You thinking the main character is now dead, but he's not. He's like his father. That's why he lets himself burn alive at the end of the next game, because he wants to die and end all this.
Interesting.
There's a lot of lore to it.
It's I'm not gonna lie, it's hard to track.
Yeah.
Because I when I stumbled across it when I found creepypasta type thing. I'm old.
Snow looks like she needs another shot.
Yeah. Well, you know what? That's
do
it. Yeah, let's do it. You guys got a flight. All
right.
We got a fleet.
Yeah, we have a
fleet of
fleet
shots.
of booze.
Sammy, since you're joining us this time, pick your flavor. Do you want grape, cranberry, or pineapple?
I'm gonna go with the cranberry because it's for
All
the
right.
Foxy, and I like the Foxy.
So the
animatronic.
cranberry should be the more muted colored one.
I think I got cranberry.
The darker one?
I think so.
Well, yeah, because
Hold
the
on.
grape juice should be more reddish color.
Yeah, the darker is cranberry
Yeah.
for sure.
All right.
All right,
Down the hatch, ladies. Cheers.
Foxy.
Case.
Ooh. Ooh.
That's gonna be a no for me, dog.
What?
That's a miss, my love.
They're supposed to be not good.
Oh, was that the first one was delicious? You teased me.
Well, see, that's why.
That was fucked up. Because I was like, oh, that's delicious. This is not nice.
Here's why.
It tastes like alcoholic prune juice.
Here's why.
I haven't had
It's
alcohol.
part of the lore.
Oh.
So, in the lore, as the games go on, all of the characters, as they waken up and they realize who they are and they realize, you know, that we're still trapped in their kind of deal, Freddy's the only one that kind of comes to terms with it and accepts. In Security Breach, he helps Gregory try to get out of the restaurant. These games, as I was saying, you said you love horror games. Five Nights at Freddy's is a great way to watch a game evolve. The first one, you don't move at all. The second one, you have a more advanced kind of setup.
Okay.
The third one, you go from this room, and then you move right here to this door, and then you go to the closet, and then you can go to here. But it's not like walking; it's just a button to move you to places.
Okay.
And then you go through a maze being chased by Foxy, and then security breach. It's like you actually get to walk around a gigantic pizzeria.
Okay.
Kind of like gigantic Chuck E. Cheese.
So more like the movie.
Yeah. So you get to see it evolve from different play styles. And throughout all of those, Freddy is always consistently the nicer of all the animatronics.
Okay.
Foxy wants to be paid attention to.
Okay.
In the games, there is a set time that there is a there is a presentation at Foxy's Cove. If you are not there in time for the presentation at Foxy's Cove, he will run to the security office. Not, oh, he's in this room now, look at the camera here. No, you will hear fucking running in the dome, 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 dome. Because that's actually cut out from the video game.
Huh.
That's a sound clip from the game.
Oh, all right.
He's the only one that actually makes sounds.
I noticed that. He's a fox, and I like foxes.
He's a pirate fox. Don't forget, he's a pirate
fox. I mean, it's two amazing things in one. I'm just saying.
Yeah, he'll fuck you up fast.
No, and that too. Like I'm like, he's really cool. I'm kind of a fan of him.
I will say the opening scene of the Five Nights where the dude is trapped in the chair and then you got the contraption coming down, and I know it's a Blumhouse movie. I'm like, it's fucking Saw, dude. Like you're literally in a Saw trap.
That was beautiful, and that's a play
That
off
was cool. I'm not gonna lie.
That was a play off of Sister Location, the one where I was talking about you get your guts scooped out. Yeah.
Yum.
They will literally, the animatronics.
I love that this is a game for children.
Yes. That's why when y'all told me your kids were watching it, I'm like, you have a youngin'?
Sure?
I just
Bro,
let S.
bro, no.
I
Bro
just
has not
let
seen
S.
it, and I won't let Bro do it.
No, and it's because of how dark the lore is that I don't.
And that's the whole thing.
Yeah.
Like the fact is my kids already know how dark and twisty it is, and they're.
That's the thing. Willy's
Middle is weird
Willy's
as fuck.
Wonderland
He's
is so
fine.
much worse.
Yes, it is.
I mean,
but
he's Weird Al for Halloween.
You
What do
say
want from
that.
him?
E and S both watched it at their house.
No.
It was on. E didn't watch it. S saw some scenes, but no, I've officially I sat down with her when I was doing this, and I was like, okay, because she's super wanting to get into horror.
Yeah,
like super wanting to get into horror.
Okay, because that card night, I was like, are you sure you're okay with? Because they're all up there watching it, and you're like, oh yeah, I'm watching.
No,
like,
I think E and B.
I won't let Bro watch it.
I was gonna
Bro
say
didn't watch it when we watched it, and it's been a couple of years.
No, I think they were playing
A
Nintendo.
great intro to horror is Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds.
That's all right. I mean, it's a good movie. It's not my favorite. It's not my favorite Hitchcock.
And Mimic.
For kids, the great
For
intro.
kids?
That's what I watched as a kid.
For kids, the great intro to horror is actually Coraline.
Oh, my
yeah.
kids love Coraline.
Coraline
I've not seen it.
It's fun. It's
Coraline's
fun.
a great movie for Bro as an intro. It's a gentle, scary
Not
movie.
necessarily trying to get. He's already
no,
getting
I
dark
see
and
your
twisty on his
face.
own.
But because of the spider, she won't like it herself.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
But for Bro, it would be an amazing, gentle introduction to scary movies for Bro because it's not in your face.
He doesn't need an introduction to scary movies.
Well, no, because
He's
your
already
kid.
like I just let him onto the Roblox because I'm an idiot, and he's like. He's very limited in the time I allow him to be on it, and I'm like, no scary things, and he'll come up and want to do like Rainbow Friends, and I'm like, I've heard Rainbow Friends is scary,
Yes.
so no Rainbow
Jesus
Friends.
Lord.
Yeah,
Oh yes.
Yeah, it's
It
got
is
like
misleading.
yeah. Well, it's
now I'm intrigued. What
Happy
is it?
Tree Friends.
but I don't like
Well, those are just funny.
I don't like the fact
Happy Tree Friends were
that
just
there
funny.
are all of these
Beaver
games
cut in
that
half
are
randomly.
geared towards children that are about murder and mayhem and like kids murdering or being murdered.
So-
I fucking hate it actually. But like, what are you supposed to do? They're exposed to it either at home or they're exposed to it by other kids
Or on the news.
at school. Like it's you can't protect them from it. So I'm trying to like slowly filter it and be
Yeah.
like, okay, well, this is okay, this is not okay. You know, but yeah, it's so hard. I really dislike all of these very mature themes that are geared towards
Dark.
children.
Super dark,
I don't
yeah.
like it. I'm
Yeah.
not gonna lie.
Well,
Like
see-
like the whole theory behind the Five Nights at Freddy game, I'm really not a fan.
Well, see, in Scott's defense, he didn't gear this toward young children. He geared this
Right.
toward high school kids.
Now you gotta
Right.
love the internet.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
yeah,
it was.
the internet really destroyed our youth. It
Oh, yeah.
sucks.
And I don't want to sit here and say that like he is, but my youngest cousin, Chris, because it's not his real name, but he's of that generation where GTA 5 was allowed in the household because my older brother has it. Now I can play it because mom wants us to share the Xbox and I have access to it kind of generation. And they got to see all this stuff at the age of like 7.
Yeah. And that was always geared toward, 20 and 30-year-olds. Like,
Exactly.
this is your catharsis for what you want to do because you work a fucking retail job.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
Whores and murdering.
Exactly.
It's your mental purge.
Yeah.
Is what it is. Yeah.
I can't say anything because I watched a lot of horror movies when I was younger, but I didn't play horror games, so I wasn't the one doing it. I was just watching the movies.
See, and I'm the girl who I'm like, GTA, I'd get to drive cars and change the radio station. And that's what I fucking did as an adult. I was in the military and I'm on my
Do you
friend's
obey
floor.
the traffic lights in GTA?
Yeah, I did. I had the best time. And I was like happy as I could be, like pulling over, stopping for pedestrians.
I was so happy.
And just like, and be like, I'm going to switch cars and switch radio stations.
You are such a pure soul.
It's like literally, I'm not dark and twisty, and that's how Ragnar met me. I was laying on his brother's floor playing GTA Vice City, wearing all pink parachute pants, pink tie-dye socks, pink Tinkerbell shirt, fucking pink Chucks,
I took
and
Ledger
I'm
to the beach.
laying down, bopping along to Michael Jackson or whatever the fuck was on the thing. And I think he walked in from the gym and was like, "What the fuck is this?" Because I'm not doing anything bad. Like, there's no vice in my vice. Like, I'm like,
You're
no
viceless.
vice. I am
He walked
viceless.
in, he said, I like this one. I'm going to keep it.
No, he said, I think she's high maintenance. I'm going to stay away from it. And then his brother was like, "You think she's what?" Because I'm opposite of that.
Yeah, no.
And
Super chill.
least high maintenance person probably on the planet.
Just give her Legos and she's happy.
I mean, those are an expensive fucking hobby.
Yeah.
But
Okay,
You're a sloth, though.
Have you
100%.
seen the ones at
I am
Costco?
so easy to please. It's retarded.
You
Have
like
you
the
seen the new ones at
vegetables and the
Costco?
fruits, and you're
Yeah.
so chill.
I know.
What was that?
have you seen the new sets at Costco?
Which one?
The flowers.
Well, I don't have Costco, so
I got
I
to
have
Costco.
BJ's. It's way cheaper. I'm
Do you have-
sorry.
if you have-
Biden's economy sucks. Like,
If
I'm
you
going to
have
afford
Lego
Costco.
money,
Yes,
if you have Lego money,
I do have Lego money.
$40. I can get you 2 flowers. It's a
Oh, the chrysanthemum.
Chrysanthemum?
The chrysanthemum.
Mike Tyson,
yeah,
are
it's
you
really
okay?
pretty.
Pardon for interrupting.
And-
How many points did you get from your Lego points from the old?
Will you stop it
I'm
right
good.
now?
What? We're mid.
I'm
We're
wonderful.
mid-thing.
Can we talk about that after? Bringing up Legos? Okay, so we're bringing up the chrysanthemum I've seen. It's very pretty. I would like it, actually. So on Lego.com, if you are a Lego insider, since we're fucking going there, Ron.
Snow wants you to promote our show.
Oh my God, Lego! Can I be your fuck? I will
A
whore
sponsor
for
for
you
Lego.
so bad. Like,
I've
so
actually
much.
considered
Of
making
course,
all of
I'm
us
there.
as Lego.
Like, oh my God, can I will work for points. So, no, they have this thing to where if you have your instruction booklets, you scan your instruction booklets, you get points that go toward like actual. You know how many Lego sets I have, and I saved all my.
I knew there was a
instructions.
reason I save everything.
Wow.
I have
all my buckets.
You get 20 points per booklet.
Wow.
I have over 1,600 points now just from the instruction manuals.
Oh my word.
Well, see,
Huh?
How many dollars is that?
I don't fucking know.
Chase, you never get rid of the booklets because when you get bored, you can just disassemble
And reassemble.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I won't disassemble my
Legos,
sets. I
the-
say
the
I
gift
could
that
do
keeps
that,
on
but I
giving.
can't. I put so
Well,
much
you
work
have
into
big
it.
You
ass
blew 'em?
sets. If
I
you
do
ever
have huge
disassembled your
sets, dude.
Titanic set, I would punch you in the face.
I would fucking cry.
or the
That
Hogwarts
would-
set.
Oh my God.
And that is not a
castle?
false threat. I would actually ball this up and break a
Shit,
nail.
dude, I just did the typewriter and I wouldn't disassemble that bitch.
There's some of them. They're so intricate and complex, but
yeah.
they're so. But I love that they have. There's a lot of the sets now. They're coming out with Easter eggs that are strictly for the builder. So like I did the Diagon Alley. I have the bank, the Gringotts Bank, and there are hidden chambers inside the stem of the bank that you cannot access. Like they don't have hidden doors where you can look in them. They're literally hidden chambers with little Easter eggs or gems or whatever hidden inside them, and they're sealed up. And unless you take it apart, you can't find them. So unless you're the builder, you don't know they're there. But no, I do love the Lego, and I love that they do that for the builder. So that's why I can't buy completed sets. I have to do she's spinning for you. I just need to. I don't know. I don't have room anymore. I'll make more room, but I don't have room.
Just build a Lego house. Like a house outside
you
out of
lucked out.
Legos for your Legos.
Grab something yummy.
So
Yeah.
we've talked about Five Nights quite a bit. Let's
Yeah.
scoot over to Willy's.
Okay.
Okay.
Now, this was Nicolas Cage's idea.
Yes. And you love this movie.
I adore the fuck out of it because
Okay.
it came out before the movie for Five Nights. So this is what I had first for my like.
So
closest-
you had your obsession or love for Five Nights. This movie came out and you were like, yay!
This was the
something
closest-
similar.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
I
could
guess I
appreciate
get that.
Yeah.
I was not a fan.
Agreed.
That would be like if you guys were obsessed with Harry Potter and the movie never came out, and then like a similar type deal came out, and like it
It's
was
the closest you're
some-
gonna get relatable-ish.
Yeah, no.
So how do you feel about it now with the Five Nights at Freddy's
I
movie?
still love it.
Still love it. Okay.
Simply because if the two of them had a love child, I feel that would be the perfect movie for Five Nights at Freddy's.
because it needed satanic cults.
Well, no, not that. It needed. So the Five Nights at Freddy's movie does a perfect job of capturing the feel of the actual animatronics and the story of Five Nights.
yes.
Willy's Wonderland gives you the.
It was just such a slow burn. It fell.
But the
flat.
game itself is a slow burn. Night 1, nothing really happens. Night 2, nothing really happens until toward
But
the
here's
end.
the thing, yeah, the game is a slow burn, but it's all psychological. There's constantly horror pressure.
See,
In the movie, you just didn't get that. It was, it's a story, and I'm learning about this and that.
for
Which
me,
is, I get it, but I feel like they could have compacted that.
I thought that Five Nights was a more like because I'm a virgin to all of these. Like I've not played the game, never seen either of the movies, so this was a first time introduction for all of it. And knowing that we were going to be doing these shows, I purposefully like stayed away from everything that way I would have a fresh view. And I watched Willy's Wonderland first, and I watched Five Nights second. Now, Five Nights I felt was like a more cohesive, like beginning to end. You kind of understand everything that's going on. Like you're giving a lot more detail into the video game lore, and so why certain things were the way they were, which is wonderful.
If you want, you can put that in the middle for y'all too.
For Willy's Wonderland, no, she wants to keep it all for herself. That's why she's keeping it over there on her. Yeah, you're
No, I don't want you to all.
No, she doesn't want to share it.
I was saying give it so she can have some.
Sorry.
No, I'm good. I'm
Not confused.
I'm teasing you. So with Willy's Wonderland, I felt like there was just stuff that I was like not understanding
It
at all.
wasn't
I
as
don't
cohesive.
understand why he didn't have any lines. Like I don't understand what the whole 30-minute power drink thing was. Like I couldn't wrap my fucking head around it. He would be like mid-process to doing something, and then he's like, nope, I gotta go get my power drink because that's more important. I don't fucking understand it. I don't understand why he had them in the first place. Like what is your addiction to this drink? Like it just the whole thing was beyond my brain capacity.
I don't know.
So if you didn't know it was based, well, it's not based. If you didn't know it was supposed to kind of be like a spoof of Five
Influenced.
Nights,
Yeah.
then you didn't know that he was supposed to be a video game character. So that line where the tow truck was telling the owner of the place, he doesn't talk much. Quiet guy. I respect that. It's supposed to be a play off of the main character in Five Nights who literally never says a word.
Okay. All right.
In a
And-
lot of video games.
So this
Yeah.
is very
Well,
much.
I mean, I understand that, but I didn't
fan and
realize.
homage kind of movie.
Yeah.
Like if you're a fan of Five Nights at Freddy's and you know and you've played and you have and you're in, like I said, like when I stumbled across it, it was when I found Creepypasta, and I don't even know how I found it. The internet's weird. I've stumbled across Creepypasta, but like I read the story and I knew for me, I was like, okay, like I'm not gonna let ENS into this because it's fucked up.
Murder children.
Murder
Yeah.
children.
Murder, death, kill. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in their defense, they do kill their murderer at the end.
No. And again, this is geared. It's meant to be geared to adults. It's meant to be mature. Mature audience.
But it's hard when you do that and you fill it up with bright, colorful things that
Yeah.
are going to be attractive to kids.
Oh, 100%.
That's a problem for me.
well, and
because
I
you're
mean,
like, oh, it's adult concept. It's rated R.
Except until
Five Nights
now,
at
you
Freddy's
have
is rated
so
PG-13 and it's geared
Towards
clearly
kids. To kids.
You know what else
advertising
has a
toward
bunch?
kids.
You know what else
Money.
has a bunch of bright,
Money,
shiny
money,
colors?
money.
Fucking strip clubs. Is that for kids?
I mean, they ID. At least they you have
So
more
do the-
security
so
at
do
a
the
strip
movie
club.
theaters.
You have more security at a strip club. No, they don't.
Yes, they do.
Not-
They are legally required to ID
but they
for
don't
rated R.
do it. They
For
might be
certain
legally
films.
required, but they don't do it.
Mainly because I think in
No,
their
and
defense,
this film was 100% geared towards
But-
marketing and making money. They have fucking toys.
Yeah,
they have
but- well,
toys
also
at Walmart.
The video
they've
games
always
that,
had-
the video
little
games that started
plushies.
it
They've always
were
had
also not
plushies.
rated E.
No, but I'm saying they're
Right, but
that
selling
comes down
them
to the parent.
and the
But
toy
the marketing
section
is
at
geared towards
Walmart.
children,
it's
which
meant to
drives
be
them
for
towards
kids.
this.
well, I'm saying like they've
towards the
always had
product.
plushies for the games even, and it's
Again, but if you're
Comes
going
down to
on
the
to
parents.
online to make a purchase as an 18-year-old adult versus walking through Walmart and you see a pirate fox that looks really kind of cool. because
Well,
it looks
in the
steampunk-
toy aisle.
In the toy aisle.
well. Here's
The
my
whole
my
concept
argument.
is taking something that would generally be an icon of innocence.
No, we get
that-
it. And spoiling it.
and destroying that and making
I
that your fear.
understand that, but if you're not trying to gear it towards kids, you don't create marketing tools
Yeah.
that are specifically in the children's
Toys,
toy aisle.
literal toys like plastic figurines,
So,
all the
because
ditch,
this
all
is
the
what the
kitschiness.
problem is. So I didn't know what the fuck this shit was, right? I don't play this kind of stuff. I don't know what it shit. I'm walking down the toy aisle with my kid, and they're like Foxy, and I'm like, oh, that's kind of cute, right? Because it's
Looks
supposed
like
to
a
look
little
cute, and
steampunk
innocent.
fox.
I don't know that the whole theory behind Foxy is it's a murdered child in an animatronic. Let's go get that for my kid. Because if you're not aware of what it's being made from, how are you as a parent supposed to protect your child?
Do you not know the content that your children are
It doesn't get introduced like that. Like it's one of those things.
It's
it doesn't
introduced
introduce
via
that
a
way.
kid because again,
It's
one
a kid
to
of
this
a kid of a kid.
Yeah.
They talk
Boom,
to
boom,
each
boom,
other.
boom, boom, boom.
And then they're like, Foxy. They're not telling me that Foxy is because of something that is, I didn't find out. Okay, it's like the Poppy's Playhouse thing,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, I love Poppy's playground.
now, quite frankly,
So-
do you find
Sorry,
this
Poppy's
out?
playtime.
Do you find this out playing any of the video games that are rated E? Or is this specifically lore that you have to delve into?
I came across it on the internet, like I said, just stumbling across, found creepypasta, and it was Five Nights at Freddy's, and I'm like, okay, what is this? Because
Like-
I'm a horror freak, and I was like, oh man, and then the moment, but for me as a parent, sorry, I'm with Snow. The moment I realized what it was, I was like, I'm not putting money towards this. I'm not supporting it. They have fucking calendars, figurines, plushies, all of these things.
Yeah.
And for, again, 18 and plus are people who have been on it since whenever, and that's part of how they were raised. Cool, do you, boo. But as a parent, I was like, no way, man, I'm not fucking buying into this. I'm not supporting it because it's fucking morbid as shit.
It is.
And my kids don't need to be part of it.
Right.
Like that for me was how I came upon it because I realized what it was which is when I saw the toys and how it was being mass produced for the sole intent to make money from children.
Yeah.
I was like, this is fucked.
Right.
It's fucked up. And again, I shouldn't have to walk through Walmart and have my kid identify, oh, it's this character or it's that character because of, kids talk to kids. It's as a parent, once something like that is put into motion, undoing it or stopping it is totally different.
Point.
Okay, so
Yeah.
here's another example of that. Grand Theft Vice Auto. Grand Theft Auto.
Grand Theft
right?
Auto
Yeah.
Vice
It's-
City. There we
right.
go.
It's not geared towards children, right? It's a rated, mature
Correct.
video game. When you're walking down the Walmart aisle, are you going to see Grand Theft Auto Vice City merchandise?
They don't have stuffed animals because there's not animals to
Yeah.
make things out of.
They don't have action figures.
They don't have
They don't
figurines.
have
Yes, they do.
anything.
Oh yeah, they do.
Not
They
in
do.
Walmart toy store.
Yes, they do.
No.
Yeah.
When?
They do. You go down the aisle that has the little toy cars. They will have Trevor's car with a figurine of Trevor.
Yeah.
I have not.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's
I have
fucked up
never
then.
seen that. But like that, I think is messed up.
It's-
Yeah.
That is
it's just
something that would be in
merchandise.
it. But that's something you can have merchandise.
Where else is it supposed to go? If
GameStop.
For adults.
GameStop.
so, you're
That
gonna.
is- but
So
like
Walmart
that-
can't sell something they know is going to get them money.
No, I'm saying
put
that
it in a different section than the kids
I'm
section.
saying
So then don't blame the game. Blame the store because it's not their fault for where Walmart puts it.
no,
but
but
it
it's
shouldn't be
something that it
produced.
should be like.
Okay, I
do think-
want the stuffed animals. It's not my fault that it's sold at Walmart.
No, and that's fair. But again, in today's society, it's all about the dollar, so they don't really.
I was
going to
say you want to limit a company's possibility for income.
I'm
Which
not
is,
limiting
which is
anything.
the ca-
They're
which
not
is
getting
the
their
whole
money
dream of,
from the
of
child. They're
capitalism,
getting their
which
money
makes
from
this
the
company
parent.
great based on feelings.
They're getting their money from Walmart, who bought the cases of the stuff. What I'm saying is your problem is with the placement of the item in the store.
No. I'm no.
Absolutely.
hold on. I'm getting confused now. There's too many things
if you have a problem that they are making stuffed animals of Chica, Foxy, and Freddy,
because that again, those type
there's
things.
no problem with that because I'm 25. I want stuffed animals
and that's
of those
fine.
things.
But I don't feel like it should be in the kids section. Have it in the game section.
Your problem is with Walmart placement of the stuffed animals, not there being stuffed animals.
Then I guess so.
No.
No, it's not. It's about kids getting murdered. But what I'm saying is, if you don't have a problem with them being stuffed animals, your problem is where they have it in the store. You could say put it. With
I guess
the
my
games.
problem is the availability to kids.
Yeah.
Like that's not something that's
And
able
honestly,
to be limited,
if you
unfortunately.
the last I looked, the Five Nights at Freddy's stuffed animals are in the game aisle.
No, they're not.
They're in
not.
the little kids.
They're in the
They
like
had them there for a while, yes.
They started there, I think,
during the introduction of
but
it.
now it's
because,
all over the store,
I mean,
man.
the whole matter of the fact is that merchandise is put out originally for fans that already know the game and the lore and they like it. Then they're cute and cuddly and they're cool characters. You don't have to know anything about the fucking lore. You don't need to know anything about the horror.
You just see a toy.
The kid sees that and like, hey, I want it. Okay, cool. Buy it. I don't care. You don't need to know the background. And when you're old enough, maybe then you can be allowed to play it and become interested. That's how merchandise is supposed to work.
And that is not an issue. But I don't like I highly filter what my kids have access to online because I think as a parent, that's your responsibility. You should not be completely oblivious to what your kids are doing on the internet because the internet is dangerous and it's scary.
Yep.
And I'm sorry, you are supposed to protect your kids. You are supposed to inform them so
Why
that
should
they're
you
ready.
be sorry for that?
But you, I don't know. But I'm not sorry.
Good.
Yeah, I think that I don't like the fact that like you're kind of forced to backstep and be like, okay, you can like this because it's cute and cuddly, but then finding out like, then they're like, oh, well, I want to play the game. And as a parent, you're not aware
of how fucked up
fucked up it is until like
undoing an egg.
My son 2 years ago wanted to be William Afton for Halloween. And I was like, okay, what is a William Afton? And he's like, it's the purple guy from the character, from the video game I like. At that point, he was like
everything.
11, right? Whatever. So I was like, okay. And I'm looking, I'm like, there is no thing. He's like, I can make it, whatever. And I was like, okay, well, tell me more about it. And then he told me, and he's like, it's a child murder. And I was like, well, you're not being fucking that, you know? And I'm like, I don't care if you really like the character or whatever. That's too dark and twisty for my brain to handle with you at this age. Like, you have to put limits on your kids.
Yeah,
you can't just let them free reign. Like,
No,
you
you
can't.
can't. Especially in today. And with the internet the way that it is.
Hey, the internet has gotten so
there needs
much
to
better
be
since when I
more
was on it.
reality.
Dude, I get that, but it is
than
still
there
a
is.
Find half the
fucking
shit I used to see on the
like a
internet.
minefield.
Yeah.
It is still a minefield.
Absolutely.
And like I said, and for me with the Five Nights at Freddy, like that was a fuck me, I can't fucking talk. That was a landmine I threw myself on as a parent. I was like, I'm not exposing my kids to it. I'm not giving my money to it. I'm not supporting it, which is my right as a consumer. I can't dictate where people put their shit in the stores. Okay, I'll own that. I do get, like, you can't control that. It just sucks that let's call it era of innocence type deal is literally, it's fucking behind us. It's gone. It's gone.
Yeah.
Let's take a break.
Hey listeners, let me tell you about a friend of ours from Coffee Bros. They source seasonal award-winning and specialty coffees focusing on high scoring and high quality blends, espresso roasts, and single origin coffees.
Experience complex taste notes from fragrant and aromatic to bold and rich. It's yummy.
Coffee Bros are a two-person brother team, hence the name. They roast all their coffee in small batches out of their New York City roastery.
Start your day the awesome way with Coffee Bros Coffee. Not to mention, if you drop the BAC10 code, you will save 10% on your purchases. Enjoy Coffee Bros. And we're back from our commercial from Coffee Brothers.
Shit, me too. Did you record the pen, pineapple, pen thing?
Maybe.
Oh, God.
Pen, pineapple, pen. I don't know what it is, but there it is.
You got a pen.
Me? No
You take a
English.
pineapple. Pineapple pen.
Is this an
You get
internet
an
thing
apple-
again?
Yeah.
I'm so not an
This was
internet
back
thing.
when the internet was still a youngin'.
I don't know that
Bitch,
one
it's
either.
from 2012.
Is that? Is
I was gonna say it can't
is
be
that how you make a
old
bong?
because I'm like
it sounds like a bong
I
thing.
was
like
on the
take a pen
internet
inside a
before y'all
pineapple.
were, and I don't remember that one.
And I don't do any of the bonging, so I wouldn't know. Just sounds like a thing.
It's a great way to watch movies.
Yeah. It's the only way I got through y'all's fucking Star Wars Christmas special.
Touche.
I could see
I
pot
needed
helping in
harder
that.
drugs for that.
I could see pot helping in that situation.
I texted my friend and I'm like, okay.
Honestly, pot
What
might
do
be
you
why
have?
you enjoy Willy's Wonderland so much.
It is.
Yeah.
That and the fact that I love
Did not like.
that, and I do have
I
a
wasn't a
special
fan.
place in my heart for movies that make me feel like I'm watching a video game. What's the one?
See, I think that the one
Harry,
with,
hardcore Harry.
that's what I was saying. Like, so that one.
Oh, I can't watch that. That made me sick.
I can't watch it either because I get motion
Yeah.
sick, and that's like being in an Oculus. But the concept is like, oh yeah, this is the video game character. You're in the video game. That played out and it works. This one, I totally didn't get. He was supposed to be a video game character. Like it's way over my head.
Yeah.
So I'm just
And
like, I'm like, is he a traumatized vet? He's got the dog tags on his in his car.
She's trying to give him so much more
they did
backstory.
Aren't they
kind of-
redoing
Like,
Doom?
need something like, why are you fucking mute? Why do you like this energy drink? Why is it every 30 fucking
a
minutes and
power-up.
you have to do it? And then it fucking don't get it.
Oh my God, was that an ad break he was doing?
No.
Like,
It was
legit.
supposed to
Booty
be that
sweat.
when you died in the game, when you died in the Five Nights games, there was little mini shorts or there was little cutscenes that would play. So that was either that was him going successfully from night 1 to night 2 and the ding
What's
ding.
the other one?
Specific as fuck, babe.
Big, tall, fuzzy, long hands.
Poppy's Playtime.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was
Huggy
Huggy
Wuggy.
Wuggy.
Yeah, Huggy Wuggy.
It's the name of the game. It's Poppy's Playtime.
Oh, okay. Huggy Wuggy. Yeah, no, that
That's
shit.
some fucked up shit right there.
So that one,
See, that one we actually figured out while we were here.
Yep,
And the
yeah.
kids were doing something.
Yes, because
and
B
we went
was-
outside
yeah.
and we like lost our shit on the kids. We're like, don't ever
nope.
engage in that shit right now.
Not
So
okay.
you're not invoking
With that
demons
one-
and like,
I don't even
whatever.
know what the
Invoking
backstory
demons?
is there.
well, actually, it's not even. There's nothing wrong with the toys. The toys are just being brought to life by the people creating. The problem is the company that has Poppy's Playtime is literally creating a. They had a giant orphanage underneath their facility,
yeah,
and
they were like harvesting souls.
Yeah, not souls. They were using the children for experiments to make new
That's what
toys
it
after
was,
Huggy
yeah.
Wuggy and all the originals stopped being popular. That's where it gets fucked. So yeah,
It's just a sweatshop. It's not like those don't exist.
yeah. So that one is there's a lot more
Yeah,
to
I'm
it.
glad we shut that shit down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Yeah. Why? Like, children are, there's so much corruption out there for children anyway. Why, like,
Oh
purposely
my
go
God,
about
I
it?
saw this fucking Instagram reel.
stupid.
This chick was complaining, saying, I got this necklace off of Temu or something, and it broke, and I can't believe it. And it's this kid from Indonesia or somewhere fucking stitched it, and he goes, that's impossible. I made that. He was like fucking 7.
That's hilarious.
Sad.
On that note,
Heartbreaking.
let's add some levity to the situation and drink Chica.
All right.
Oh, yes.
So the pineapple for Chica the bird. Holy tip-offs.
With their freaky cupcake.
I think your proportions
That was
are off. and
good.
mixing. What? No.
I like pineapple and Everclear, so that was good.
Well, there you go. There's a win-win.
I did not put a lot in
More
there.
pineapple, less Everclear. That is mostly Everclear.
I barely noticed the Everclear, but
Well,
it
how
was
many?
just enough to
I don't know if
taste.
you guys did middle fingers for the last one, for the Foxy shot.
Oh, we were just talking about how bad it was because it was
Yeah.
supposed to be bad. They're
Well,
not-
let's get it official numbers.
0.
Oh yeah, they're all going to
off.
be. They're all going to be zeros.
Jeez. God.
Except for him, he might give this a double.
This is 2 up.
Yeah,
the last
psycho.
one was 1 down.
I wasn't looking for middle fingers up for the flight for Freddy because it's
Okay.
It's like an all-inclusive.
for me. Well, except for Freddy,
There's
the
5
actual one.
drinks.
There should technically be 5 shots because in the movie, this is something I really wanted to bring up. If anyone who's played the games, they knew to look for it. When you're watching the movie Five Nights, when he has that first dream, the first interaction, and Foxy scratches his arm, if you look in the mirror behind him, it says, I'm here, it's me, that. That is a direct teaser to Golden Freddy, which is an Easter egg that happens in the first game, which is supposed to be, I think Golden Freddy was the animatronic that gets stuffed with Afton's dead child because of the
The feud.
yes.
Okay.
but that kid never comes to life. So it's in the game. It just pops up as the animatronic disheveled saying, "It's me, I'm here," kind of deal.
Oh, okay.
So that was a beautiful little Easter egg. Then you see disassembled Golden Freddy in the back during the end of the film, along with Sparky, which is also another animatronic from one of the other locations.
Okay. I mean, like I said, I know like the basic ones, the main ones that were in the movie, and I've seen on Instagram. I think it's some weird clown doll one.
Yeah, Circus Baby.
Okay.
Well, no, if you're talking about the marionette.
Lots of cosplays. There's a lot of Five Nights at Freddy cosplays on Instagram. Holy crap.
Yes.
So, which now my phone is going to be plagued with them because we're talking about it and it's listening. But yeah, it sounds like, again, if you're into everything, this is a very, very good fan film.
Oh, yes. It's
big fan film.
Both of them are beautiful fan services because Willy's Wonderland, with all the violence and beating the animatronics to a pulp and having them actually murder people on the screen, that gives you the vibe of the fear of what you feel in Five Nights if that's going to happen to me.
Mm-hmm.
In the actual movie Five Nights, you get the fan service of here's everybody you've known and loved, here's them dancing and singing and playing, and Bonnie being a badass. And the reason Bonnie is the one that's the most violent.
Okay.
Freddy, Foxy, and Chica, they were all killed first, and they were killed quick and easy. He struggled with Bonnie.
Poor
and
Bonnie.
It was not clean. It was bad. Bonnie died fighting. The rest of them didn't know it was coming. So that's why out of all of them, Bonnie is the most violent animatronic.
Beat to death, wasn't he?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He was.
Yeah, so there's the lore as the games go on. There's, like I said,
you said the whale was depressing. Like, come on, people.
Oh no,
Like,
but Bonnie gets
ridiculous.
Bonnie gets his.
Like, way darker.
No,
Well, see,
Bonnie gets his.
Bonnie gets his revenge because all the animatronics kind of move on when they get burned alive at the end in the game where you're hired by Emily instead of Afton.
Okay.
Bonnie's spirit is so pissed by what happened that he's like, no, Afton, you and I are staying here. And
burning alive isn't good enough for you.
Yeah, so he forces all the other spirits to stay behind, and that's why we get the other games. But it's
interesting.
It's so sad though because he died in such a way he wasn't able to ever let go, and the other kids were eventually able to kind of come to terms with it. Freddy was the first. That's why Freddy's drink was kind.
Mm-hmm.
The others are not so much.
Yeah, I mean, I
really
think
is-
I understand your logic.
Yeah,
There-
no,
there really
the
is
amount of
phenomenal-
thought that you put through your drink, I am impressed. I'm automatically going to give a 2 up just for the creativity and the thoughtfulness that you put into it. Because you've had just a really, really cool explanations for each one of your.
Well, you definitely
drinks.
can sense all your love
Yeah.
for the lore, the games, and the
whole
movies.
thing.
For
Yeah,
sure.
You can tell that you love these movies. I'm not a fan of Willy's Wonderland.
I think Willy's would have been better if, when the children were interacting with him, there was no like, why isn't he talking to us? That kind of took you out of the video game vibe.
It just, for me, it just
The drinking and the alarm clock was really what did it for me. Honestly, him not talking, I was like, is he really not going to say anything the whole movie? That's cool. Like, I thought it was an interesting because
Unique.
silent main characters. That's it. That's a fun concept. I've seen it before, and I'm good with it. It was more the combination of I have to stop mid, like, oh, this guy's gonna murder this little girl, and no, I have to go drink my drink and play some pinball. Here's a knife. Like, it just didn't. I really couldn't fucking understand.
And that's why it aggravates me that they're so adamant this isn't a spin-off.
No,
of
I
Five
was
Nights.
laughing. Not
Because
gonna
no
lie.
matter-
It's my break time. I don't get paid enough for this.
Yeah.
There you go.
No, not gonna
I'll be in the
lie.
break
I
room.
laughed a lot during. Like, I got a weird,
It's supposed to be
sick
funny.
sort of enjoyment out of Willy's Wonderland.
It's supposed
I won't
to be.
ever watch it again. It was, like, it was a good one and done for me.
Is
but
this
I
what
did
normal
find a
people
weird.
feel when they see shit that I laugh at?
Yeah.
Yes.
It was.
It was
I
so
did,
sick, but I laughed. I'm sorry.
I think Ragnar didn't laugh at all. I was giggling constantly at just the absurdity of it all, but I couldn't understand there was never a why. Why? What is it about the? And then he shares the drink with the girl at the end of the movie. Cool.
I
he
never
gonna give her an
seen
alarm clock,
a
too?
group
Like, I
of
don't
people
know.
want to be murdered so simply. They were so fucking stupid. That's why I got pissed as I was watching it. I'm like, why are you breaking in, you dumb fuck? You all deserve to die. That's just Darwinism.
What, you mean
really
the two people fucking while the gators watching?
Let me go
and,
into this
and then-
satanic cult room and bang your
Grab
bangs
a
out
chair,
while the
bro.
alligators. Yeah, I was like, put on a show for this.
Yeah,
and
let's give
oh
him
my
a
gosh,
show.
just oh man, and that chick was such a fucking horror. Oh my gosh,
I
I'm
knew
like,
that button was
dude,
getting used.
Dude, jeez, it was ridiculous.
I
No,
really
just,
loved
all of them.
the,
and then you got the like sweet scented guys like, I love you, and there's like, oh my god, get a set, dude. She's oh my god.
I personally loved it. Don't worry, I'm not like the others.
Oh, I fucking hated
Her
that
voice
stupid
was
chameleon.
beautiful, though.
Yeah.
Hated
She
that
wa- she
stupid
was.
chameleon. Thing looked fucking retarded.
That's what really aggravates me about the film being so adamant that it's not a spin-off of Five Nights is because the reason Snow hates it with the whole him having to take a break however many, set time, it's a play off of in the games, no matter what's happening to you, when it turns to 6 a.m., it stops.
Okay.
So if, like, say, for example, you just ran out of power and Freddy's right at your door and he's doing his little wind-up toy sound about to jump your ass, if it flips to 6 a.m., you're not getting killed.
Okay.
So it was a play on no matter what's happening to you right now or what's going on in the pizzeria. 6
It's a
a.m.
reset.
hits.
It's a reset.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And again, that
But it
makes
was like
sense.
every 15 minutes.
Because the guy told him to
clocked
pace
it at
himself.
30. I clocked it at 30.
I was thinking 32.
Maybe
It
no,
was
you know,
fucking-
maybe it was
But
2 hours.
like-
He did a lot of cleaning in that bathroom. I'm just saying. And
He
I
did.
want to know what's in that spray bottle. That shit cleans everything.
It's
He was a
kaboom.
really...
It's gotta be kaboom.
That shit cleaned everything. I
He was
like,
very determined to make that place look shiny, and he did a good job.
Is it kaboom or is it your miracle pink?
Though the pink stuff that everyone uses in those cleaning videos, it's like those bitches that post the like, oh, here's the before and after, and I'm like, how the fuck did you do that?
I
bought
did
a
it with
new
one.
house.
I did it with one. Pretty much.
And
No,
then
they
he
just
goes
come in with
and
a
wrecks
pressure
the shit
washer.
again.
Yeah.
No, and like that was the thing too.
Fucking
like,
gorilla.
I did appreciate the fact that he never like got overtly pissed. That like he would be like, "Oh, the bathroom's immaculate." Now there's
he's just-
Well, what you
animatronic
don't
blood
realize is
everywhere.
he's been through this before. That's why he's just like, okay, let me put you in a garbage bag and shove you in the dumpster.
He's just
And then
annoyed.
we're just gonna do the next one. He's like,
No, that's
it's
what
just
it is.
par
It's
for
his
the course.
fourth playthrough.
I have a very weird headcanon.
Okay.
This is a retired Ghost Rider.
I dig it. Nothing
He's fucking
phases him.
done with everything. He dealt with the black-eyed shit in the church. He's like, fuck all of this. My motorcycle's in the shop. I'm taking the four-wheel. I don't like the four wheels. I'm just get out of my goddamn way.
We call it a cage. Just so you know.
You guys are a mess.
But no, like I really enjoyed it simply because I used to love the spoof films. I'm really sad the spoof films disappeared.
Oh, there's still plenty of them on Pornhub.
No. Like the movie Vampires Suck that made fun of Twilight.
Oh, okay. I know you're so like a scary movie type
Yes.
deal. Okay, all right.
I love those just being funny for the fun of being funny.
Yeah.
And I felt like this was the closest thing to a spoof of Five Nights I would get.
I didn't. Maybe it's because I saw Five Nights and it felt more polished and cohesive.
Yeah.
And then I watched Willy Wonderland and I was like, what is happening?
Yeah.
Because
So-
I expected it, and I'm like, okay, so now we still got kid murderers. All right, that's a constant. Oh, now we got satanic cult too. Okay, all right. So we're going that way. All right, and I was trying to like, and I did see the parallels because you can't fucking not see them.
Well-
but I started with a more polished product, and then I got Willy Wonderland, and I was like, okay.
What
like,
also irritated
it's
me
all right.
is after the first animatronic tries to kill you, why the fuck aren't you immediately going after the rest of them to just take care of it? Like, why are you waiting for the problem
that's
to come
not his
for
job
you?
description. They're just an annoyance, okay?
Yeah,
It's-
they were
So
pests.
stupid.
I'll deal with it when it
and then
comes.
the fucking townspeople who
being totally complicit and
that
in on it.
literally were murder accomplices.
Yeah.
But then when they realize, oh shit, this guy is actually like doing us a favor and offing them, instead of being like, yeah, can you we'll give you a kickback, can you take care of this one too? They're like, no, we're gonna murder
It's because
you.
it's been years of them living underneath the reign of Willy, and the only thing they know is that if he gets pissed off, we're gonna die. They don't think someone can kill him. They could think, yeah, you can kill his lackeys all you want. He's the big bad.
Yeah.
Who was Willy again?
The
The
weasel.
rat- yeah, the weasel.
The weasel.
Right. Right, but like this guy's clearly able to murder all of these people.
Yeah, I did like that he
just
kept
let him
ripping
do
out
his
their
thing,
animatronic
and then be
spines.
like,
Yeah.
if it's still alive, be like, okay, we'll start feeding you again. But if he makes it, I'm sorry, like, let him take care of your issue.
I feel like
then you don't have to worry about your kids being murdered in their sleep.
True.
if they put
Fair
their
statement.
faith in
Stupid.
him and he failed and Willy saw that they all betrayed him like that, they were all immediately going to
move!
die.
It didn't
You guys
seem like there was a
clearly
whole lot
have
of
all of
economy
these
there.
vehicles
to,
from all the people you murdered. Pack up your shit and move.
kids.
Let them have that town.
No, at that point,
Let
just
them have
light
that
a fucking
county.
match. Light a fucking match at that point.
Fucking restate, bitch. It's not. I've done it plenty of times. You'll be okay. Never for this reason.
The way I looked at it, if you watched it the way
Thankfully,
Sammy
no.
did, you saw Freddy
Why'd you
in
leave
his
your last
prime,
place? Fucking
and
Chuck
then
E.
you saw
Cheese, man.
Freddy when he
Jesus
got
Christ.
introduced
Yeah,
to
this one doesn't
cocaine.
have one, right?
Yeah, like honestly, it felt like Wendy's Wonderland felt like a more rundown, sleazy version of Five Nights at Freddy. It just was like it just wasn't as good, in my opinion. And granted, I didn't have the backstory. I didn't have like the all the. You okay?
I got a sneeze building up.
Oh my gosh, you're so
hate
fucking
that
cute.
Prepare for the.
Yeah.
You're so fucking cute. It's ridiculous.
It crawled back in there. I don't like it.
Now you gotta wait for it to do it again.
I know.
I
Now it's
know.
gonna be big.
It's gonna itch.
I hate
That inner
mine
nose
because
itch.
if that happens, it's like it's cocked the gun and I don't get a heads up when it pops.
So yeah, for me, Willy's was like it was just a miss. It was a miss, and I was expecting it to be better. To me it wasn't scary. It was very cheesy, and I like me some cheese. Don't get me wrong, but it just missed the mark for me personally.
So I don't think it was meant to be truly scary. I think it was just meant to be making fun of itself.
It was meant to be fun.
And the way that it did it, it was really good
It
at
missed
it.
the mark.
Not for me,
I'm
man.
sorry.
That shit was awesome.
But
It wasn't fun for me. It was like okay.
out of all the animatronics, which animatronics did you prefer the most?
Oh, I prefer Five Nights at Freddy's animatronics.
Do you know why? Do you know who made them?
The master.
Was it Jim Henson?
It was Jim Henson. It took 6 motherfuckers to puppeteer them bitches.
I'm sure.
That's impressive.
Even when there was somebody inside for the scenes where they had to move,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
still had people working the arms and the faces.
Yeah.
Can't go wrong with Jim Henson puppeteering. You
Oh,
just
No,
can't.
no. The animatronics were way better.
Yeah.
Even though their movements were definitely more.
They were
robot.
meant to be because they moved super chunky in the game.
Yeah.
If you ever see
They were
it,
heavy.
if you
could
even
feel
watch
they're
like
heavy.
20 seconds of the gameplay of seeing them move, it's they did a fantastic job.
And it looked more. I know that it looked more natural. I know that sounds weird because they're robots, but it looked like I was like, okay, I could see an animatronic coming off of the stage and it moving like that.
Yeah.
that makes sense. Mechanically, it looked
Perfectly clunky.
Plus,
Yeah.
as busted as they looked,
Yeah.
they didn't look as busted as Willy's Wonderland.
No, Willy's Wonderland,
Those things look
again,
like they had been through.
Willy's
the
Wonderland is the
fucking
crack whore
ringer.
version.
I
of
feel
it.
like that was in deep Louisiana, run by like somebody who has
That's what
you
I'm
can't
saying.
understand how he's talking.
What I'm
Yeah.
saying.
They were
shady.
so
It was Gambit.
grimy, grubby.
It was the
like,
new Gambit.
blood soaked.
Oh god.
And like for me, like you walk in there and you see blood-soaked fur, you're fucking leaving. Like there's no way.
It's
There's
just
not
ketchup.
enough money.
It was highlights.
No.
It's ketchup from the pizza or whatever.
Let's cheers to the fact we've been talking about some violence and finish it off with the one that got murdered the most violent with
Oh,
Bonnie.
this is gonna be nasty too, right?
Yeah.
Not mine. Mine's grape juice. Woo.
That was good.
That one didn't taste as bad as the other two, but you can definitely taste the liquor more. What liquor is in that one?
It is Everclear for all 3.
Oh, Everclear for all. Nice. Okay,
But
great.
it's not a full shot
So
of
I-
either. It's not a full shot of
Those
alcohol
goats
in
are gonna
either.
be super fun.
Snow. I promise it's not a full shot in anything. It's literally just like a couple of drops in each. I filled them up to the if you're looking at the glass itself, I filled them up to right here with juice, and then I topped it off to about there with alcohol.
Oh, so it's like not even an ounce. It's
Yeah.
little. It's a sploosh.
It was enough. I just wanted enough for you to be like, oh, that's Everclear. I think I like that. Because it's
I think you
I used to
succeeded.
love Everclear.
because that's what it's supposed to be. Is you walk into Freddy
to be
Fazbear's
drunk to
Pizza and you're like,
appreciate
oh, animatronics. Ha! They're gonna fucking murk me.
Murder.
Because the fun thing is, the animatronic style in Five Nights in the games, it it moves from spring traps who are just being possessed by the dead bodies to suits they actually have room for people
to be in them.
And the kids get shoved into them in sister location. Like they open up and scoop you into it.
That's crazy. Fun. Fun for all ages, apparently. No.
Oh, yes.
No.
The cupcake was weird. Yeah. The cupcake reminded me of the Deadpool head.
Yes.
In the Deadpool movie with the big fucking eyes.
Did y'all watch to the end for the scene with the taxi driver?
No.
Oh, where he gets into the cab?
And Balloon Boy sitting next to him?
Yes. Boom Boy. Boom. Is that what that creepy little fucker was?
In which movie?
In Five Nights, if you waited.
No, once the credits rolled, I was like, I'm good. And I turned it out.
Toward the end, there's a scene where the cab driver is like, all right, we're and there's a little balloon boy next to him.
So what's the significance of that little guy?
That's from Sister Location.
It's just another animatronic?
It was a hint that there's going to be a second movie.
Oh, all right.
For the people like me who've played the game, seeing that's like, oh, I know you. Ah!
Okay. All right. So, I mean, yeah, no, again, this is obviously really well done for fans. Very well done for fans.
Even Willy's, it was a beautiful, I still can't stand that they're like, no, it's not a spinoff, it takes no inspiration from it, blah, 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 blah. It's still a beautiful fan service. Yeah. Because, look, I love spoof movies. I do. A scary movie is amazing. All of them are. Mm-hmm. Vampires suck. Loved it.
All right.
So, like, I looked at it as a spoof of Five Nights.
And I can see that. I can see Willy's Wonderland being that way. So that doesn't make it better, but I can be like, oh, okay, that's an interesting point of view. That's an interesting perspective on it.
The only way that I think it would make any of these movies better for y'all is to know the background, like the actual full background. And the only way you can do that is to like watch a lore video playthrough on YouTube or something, and that's like 30 minutes of your time. If you're interested in it, it's worth it. But if not, it's really just like cool.
I mean, I think I'll just personally stick to Five Nights at Freddy's and be like, I like this one.
For me, I don't think I would, simply because I don't like the backstory of the thing. Like murdered children, and then murdering other that
they get justice.
Cool, great concept, whatever. But at the same time, like, I don't need more of that. I don't need to know more of the details behind the murdering of the children. It's not going to do anything for the movie. For me, Willy's Wonderland, I thought, had some really, really, like, almost laugh out loud funny parts.
Silly.
Five Nights at Freddy's,
fucking ostrich.
Front to back was a good story. As far as like
the story.
Well, as far as what they did with the movie,
yeah.
I think they did a really good job with it. And if I were a fan, I know I would be like goo goo gaga over it. But I can appreciate it. Neither one of them would be a rewatch for me, though.
For me, I feel like Willy's is a great movie to toss on in the background when you're having a party and you don't really want to watch it. It's just good background sound.
Yeah.
I can see that.
Like when Ron has his Halloween music
random
playing.
music, random clips going throughout.
Yeah.
On loop.
I feel like that would be like a good background movie for people just to throw on and have playing while you're playing card night or
adult
talking.
Party.
I did like that he kept changing his shirt.
That is cracking me the fuck up. I mean, like, every time I'm like, oh shit, is he gonna put on a new shirt?
I like that. That was funny.
Yes. Like, there was some really funny little moments. And like, overall, I really, whatever. But yeah, no, it definitely gave me some chuckles. Mm-hmm. For sure.
Yeah.
So, both films, who was your favorite animatronic?
Foxy.
Babe?
Bonnie.
I watched this multiple times over because I love the movies. Bonnie, if you notice in the first time when Vanessa is talking to the guard and she's like, do you want to dance? He immediately like, oh no, I have a glitch. I can't play anymore.
Oh.
He was jealous.
Oh.
He had a crush on Vanessa and he didn't want the other guy dancing with her. So he's like, oh no, I'm broken. I can't play anymore.
Oh, that's kind of funny.
Yeah.
How about you, Snow?
I'm looking.
I was going to take a moment. Also, another quick little fact since they're both still looking. If you notice in the scene where he's breaking in and they're both dancing, Bonnie notices him on the ground and he's trying to look at Freddy like, hey, dude, he's over there. Look, he's right fucking there.
I did think that, again, if you want to call them the personalities that they were able to convey through the animatronics was again really well done. I think that, yeah, I mean, like I said, of the two, I think that Five Nights was, again, I just felt like a more polished product.
I feel like the reason you get that is because they can lead a lot of that to Jim Henson's company when they do the animatronics, because you have such masters of puppets doing those faces. They're able to convey like the little emotion of, hey, dude.
Yeah,
right there.
the subtle nuances.
They didn't have that with Willy's. They just had your general
weird, bug-eyed looking crack whore animatronics.
Yeah.
Which is a great movie to watch with friends and just get fucking trashed with. Like, to take a shot every time he changes his shirt, take a shot every time he takes a drink.
Oh my gosh, that would be funny. You would die. That's a lot of shots.
Especially if it was Everclear.
Yeah, but like, just imagine a drinking game with buddies and you crack open beers and you just take a chug every time something on the scene. You write down a list. That's a good drinking game movie.
Oh yeah, no, it definitely. And again, it has fun moments and everything. It's just, I probably won't watch Willy's Wonderland again. It was enough to be like, okay, like, all right, I watched it, cool, and go about my day. I don't regret the experience, and I appreciate it more hearing your passion about it. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because I can hear how much you enjoyed it, how much it like resonated for you. And
have you rewatched Orca yet?
No, not yet.
That's what I was going to say earlier. We were talking about your son in Intros to Horror.
Yeah.
You showed him that fucking scene and didn't give him any heads up. He don't need no horror.
It had
He don't need no intro. You already smacked him in the face with a dead baby whale.
I forgot how quick and jarring it was.
That thing gets ejected out of that bitch.
Thank you so much for the warning you gave me.
Oh, I was so scared, and I was so happy that you liked the movie.
I didn't get no warning.
I was watching it at her house with her, and she's like, "I'm sorry," and I'm like, "Oh no, for what?"
I was like, "Pause. I just need to apologize. I don't want to hurt you."
Poor whale abortion, just out.
Oh,
ridiculous.
It was terrible.
It was horrible.
I know, but the movie's amazing.
I'm gonna still rewatch it. It's on my to-do list.
So, Sammy, who's your favorite animatronic in Willy's?
I'd have to go with Willy.
I can get that.
You know what? It's a weasel.
I am petitioning now for my birthday. From henceforth, I will be playing "It's Your Birthday."
Oh my
and
God.
we want you to have fun. It's your birthday. Yeah, I want that as my birthday song.
I mean,
it's catchy as shit.
It's catchy. It is catchy.
They had a lot of songs.
So
the song where he was singing about the three dead things.
I don't know. I like the chicken song.
They have
Willy
3 dead chickens.
Yeah, Willy singing the chicken song.
Oh, murdering the chickens.
Murdering the chickens.
Yeah,
that one.
Happy.
Dude, all of those people were so fucking stupid. I couldn't get. That was another thing. Like, I'm used to stupid in like these type of movies, like with the teens. You got your classic tropes of like, that obviously they're having sex, they're gonna get fucking murdered today.
This was supposed to be
the fact they broke in. I'm like, you gotta be.
This is supposed to be your generic dumbasses, like on Halloween night type horror
I get
movie.
it. I know, but it was just like, oh, kill them all. That's just Darwinism working.
The only thing that I really had a problem with Willy's is why the fuck did you go with him at the end? He literally never spoke a word to you the entire film, and you're just gonna drive away with this man.
Better option than her decapitated
sheriff mom
who's like murdered her family.
Well, I get it, but it's just
I think she just looked at him as a ride out of town, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, I get it, but still, my brain's just like, you watched him murder how many animatronics? And you're just like,
I mean, better animatronics than people, because her family was murdering people.
That's fair, yes.
So, like, the devil you know. Yeah.
I can't lie. I got such a fucking kick out of her when she, like, I know it's a terrible situation, but when she locked her down on the
radiator type thing.
And she's like, there's chips on the table and here's a bucket. Don't make a mess. Fuck you. Oh, I love you too. I fucking loved that. I don't know why, but I'm like, that's beautiful. Like, I know it's child abuse, but like that, the way that scene was written. Yes, I know, but I don't love it for that. I just love how beautifully that was written.
She could have just took her to the jail cell and locked her in a cell. Then she would have a toilet and a cot and be safe.
I thought the same shit.
That would have been better than the fucking radiator.
I thought the same shit, but the way that it was written was just so beautiful. I'm like, yes.
You are so dark.
Yes.
And twisty. And lovely. And I adore you. But oh my God.
That's why I like her.
Yeah.
So I know we have plans to do the kill, I guess, of
Yes.
the animatronics, but I do have a question. If your only option is to resurrect one of the children animatronics, who do you think deserves to come back to life?
Bonnie.
Well, I mean, now knowing like the backstory of Bonnie, I'd have to say Bonnie because like they, which I don't know what pronoun.
Bonnie was a boy.
Okay, Bonnie was a boy. I don't know. Bonnie could be a girl.
So-
Bonnie sounds like a chick name, so I don't know.
I think Foxy the character is in the new ones becomes a girl, but it's still the soul of the boy from Foxy who was killed. So it literally just the animatronic bodies change and it's the soul from the children.
Okay.
So it doesn't matter what bodies they were shoved into. It's
I guess because he had the worst end, I'd have to go with Bonnie. Just now knowing like more story. You still have to pick your two animatronics.
Are you
by the way.
resurrecting the child or the
child out of the animatronic body.
So you're saving the child.
Yeah.
That one.
Bonnie.
Sure. Favorite animatronic? The bunny looks the least threatening.
That's Bonnie.
And
then
there's none. There's none. None of them are likable. None of them are. The cutest one was the crocagator.
The crocagator.
So that would be the least like offensive on the face, but none of them are likable. So there's that. It's gonna be real easy to kill on our FMK kill episode, murder, death, kill. Your turn.
I already said Bonnie.
No, but you got to do Willy's.
Oh, Willy's? To resurrect one of the serial killers?
No.
Favorite
Resurrect
animatronic.
somebody. Oh, no, you've got
You resurrect from
favorite
Five Nights. You
animatronic.
did that, and then your favorite animatronic.
Oh. Favorite animatronic from Willy's?
And Five Nights.
And Five Nights. Favorite animatronic? Foxy.
Fact.
Favorite animatronic from Willy's? The fucking ostrich.
Yes.
Is he the one that's like, I'm going to eat your eyes or your soul?
Yeah, the one that he breaks the broomstick in half and starts going Kali on him.
Yes. That was funny. That was funny. I was like, man, these are ballsy ones. They're just like right there. It's like, all right.
I don't know. Maybe the fairy.
The fairy was the only animatronic that was voiced by the actress wearing the parts for it. Everybody else had different voice actors for the animatronics.
Well, and also the Five Nights at Freddy one, they don't talk, right? None of them talk. Yeah. Yeah, that made them less creepy.
Except for Foxy. Foxy is the only animatronic that makes a sound. He's the one that goes dum 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 dum.
Yeah.
All right. And what about you?
I'm going with Freddy.
Okay.
Mainly because I just love his evolution throughout the games.
All right.
And then the ostrich. Actually, no. Chameleon.
Really?
Oh.
I hated that thing.
I like the eyes.
Surprise.
That's the worst part about the face.
You're so funny.
And to resurrect, as much as I would love to go with Bonnie, I'm going with Freddy.
Okay.
Because out of all of them, he's the only one that actually gets to move on and accept his
fate.
Yeah, so I feel like saving Bonnie would just be, I know, sparing him of the fate, but if we're resurrecting them from what they've already been through, if you bring Bonnie back from being the animatronic, that kid is not ever going to be a good person.
Therapy forever.
That's going to be a new William Afton. Not to the degree of killing kids,
No,
but
because he's going to be a Dexter.
that's still fucking murdering people, but that's what I mean.
Okay. We murder people because people who murder people because murder is wrong.
Freddy, I feel like, would come back.
Barrel-aged chicks does not promote murder.
Freddy would come back and open an organization to help children who've been kidnapped or assaulted or something like that. I'm thinking about like he'd be able to do good if he came back from being an
So would
animatronic.
Bonnie, just slightly more aggressively.
Okay.
Sometimes aggression just means efficiency. Do you want to just keep paying taxpayer money to keep some motherfucker alive who's been killing kids, or do you just want it to be dealt with?
Fair.
Not that I promote that kind of stuff.
Capital punishment?
Sure.
I mean, that's...
Capital punishment indicates that you've actually seen a jury.
Whatever. Eye for an eye, bitch.
Real fast, just some fact that I've remembered I want to throw in before I forget. When you're watching him and he meets in Five Nights at Freddy's the movies and he meets the children behind him in the woods, you see how many kids?
5.
How many animatronics are there?
There's only 4. I was wondering that. I was like, why is there 5 kids? This is not the right ratio. Are they sharing one?
That's Golden Freddy.
Yeah, I was gonna say Golden Freddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
He's a little fucked up more.
Well, he's the one that doesn't. His suit doesn't come out because even in the games, you never see him running around. He's never one to move because his suit is fucked up in the back.
That's the yellow Freddy.
Yes.
Okay.
He's the one that is, I believe, William Emily's child. No, sorry, I forgot that. Fuck that up. Afton's youngest. He never came to life because he refused.
Okay.
So it's one of those. If there's a fan of Five Nights watching and I fucked up the lore on that part, please correct me. But I am pretty sure that's what the video said. It's been a while since I've watched that part.
Okay.
But if I'm remembering correctly, it is his kid, and he never moved around. He just sat there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is definitely a fan.
Think we're
fan
gonna get a
movie.
second one?
It's already been confirmed.
Yeah? Okay.
The filming is done. They're just getting it ready to release.
Bet. I really hope this one's better.
So is Springtrap gonna be the bad guy again?
Yeah.
Okay.
He's the bad guy throughout all of
No
them.
matter what. No matter what.
So
I always come back.
I mean, I will always watch freaking
Matt
Lillard.
Lillard.
I
Yeah.
love me some Matt Lillard. Honestly,
So-
when I saw it, I was like, oh, yay!
What I want to know is how it's going to go, how far they're going to go, because it seems like they're trying to do every installment to be based off of the next game in line. So if that's the case, one of these games is going to be Afton's child, the eldest, having the nightmare inversions, because there's a version of this game where
It's coming out next year.
Thank you.
Oh.
There is I think it's the second installment or the third, but they're called the Nightmares. The lore behind that is that Afton's eldest child is being held in his house by those animatronics and a fume, making him see them as a nightmare animatronic with massive giant teeth, scaring him to stay home.
Same cast. All 4 characters.
Okay. Interesting.
But yeah, it's one of those things that even if it piques your interest, watching one of those breakdowns of the lore videos, yes, it's a lot, but it makes sense when you put it all together. Because it's some of these games, like number 4, I think takes place before the events of like this one. It's one of those.
It's crazy how much of like character arcs happen in this, like how much it's evolved, as you said. Like it's kind of crazy, like how much. It's a lot. There's a lot there.
Yeah, in Sister Location, he makes Circus Baby, and he creates it after his daughter because his daughter's dead, and he puts her soul in Circus Baby.
The Vanessa chick? Because Vanessa was his daughter, right? In the movie.
In the movie. In
Okay.
the games,
It's a whole different situation.
Vanessa's a security guard in Security Breach.
Okay. Yeah. Interesting.
There's another one where I think this was in the video I watched with Matt Pat, that his wife creates her own pizzeria and has different characters in there, like Ballora and other things like that, because they're her making a new family. Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Like I said, it's one of those you gotta watch a breakdown video. It just kind of explains everything.
Good to know. Good to know. All right, Mouse.
I will.
Your
not,
husband
I
is
was just
snoring.
about to say I will not make you do anything for it, but I can hear the snoring.
Is he? Seriously?
Oh yeah.
Yep.
He stayed up late. So, what else do you want to get into, girl?
That was really all I think I had in there, other than the fact that Nick Cage was very protective of this movie. He funded it. He absolutely adored it. He did
a good job. I mean, again, I agree with Snow and everyone here. Like the fact that he did the whole role mute was well done. It was, it was fun.
The improvised dance scene at the pinball machine.
Go Nick Cage. But yeah, no, I mean, I thought that it was well done. And again, there were nuances to his character, like the changing of the shirt, the fact that he cleaned the way that he did, this diligence and,
It's
the way that he
hard.
was.
It's hard to do a role completely mute and still have a presence.
Have a personality.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that was really well done.
And
I did enjoy that.
I will die on this hill. I have a list of favorite actors, and he is damn near at the top of that list.
Did you see his Dracula movie?
Yeah.
Renfield?
Yeah.
Yes, I did.
I had a
Fucking
lot of fun
hilarious.
with it. I had a
Oh
lot
my
of fun
God.
with it.
But it was he did
It is the funniest fucking movie.
I won't spoil it, but he did a fantastic job. I need to do my research though because I read that he
Bela
actually
Lugosi, like to a T. Like he really looked
yeah,
like him. It
yeah.
killed me.
I heard that he actually filed his teeth. And now he has veneers because he actually fucked his teeth up for this role because he wanted it so
That's
bad.
what I
That sounds
heard.
like a weird rumor that was probably spread
But
because
see,
there's no fucking way.
there are some
There's
actors that
also
are that
Nick-
method.
There's also Nick Cage being Nick fucking Cage.
What did you think of his Nick Cage movie?
I haven't seen that
I
one
haven't
either.
seen that one.
Oh my God, it's hilarious
With
with Pedro
Pedro Pascal?
Pascal.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that movie
I want to see it.
is
I want to see it.
so fucking fun.
I haven't seen it.
Oh,
supposed to be
if
amazing.
you love Nicolas Cage,
It's because
you
it-
have to see that movie
I haven't been able to find it anywhere I can watch it without having to like buy it.
Yeah.
because it's
I'm in the same
literally him as
I touched
him.
Oh, is anybody's
it's-
ears blown out?
No, it didn't move at all. I
amazing.
just
Then you're good, boo. You're good, boo.
Definitely watch that one.
Yeah, I wanna
If you
see-
like
you
Nick
said it's
Cage,
amazing.
those two movies are just legit like the best work he's ever done.
Doesn't what's his name? Just do it. Doesn't he have what's his name? Fucking Nike guy. Holes. Transformers. Oh, he went fucking nuts. Shia LaBeouf.
Oh,
Doesn't he have a movie in the kind of same way where he's just going over his life?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Like, there's a couple of actors who have movies where they're playing themselves, and it's just like a.
Well, I mean, you got
You know,
like
I don't
being
know,
John
but
Malkovich type deal.
Yeah.
The Nick
Yeah.
Cage movie is just
Fun.
yeah, it's
Chef's kiss.
fantastic.
Yeah, I want to see it. You said it was
The
amazing.
Incredible
Something.
Wonder, whatever the fuck. I can't remember what the name of it is, but it's really, really, really funny.
Again, I just want to see it because you see that meme of him and Pascal.
And it is, they're both tripping balls, speeding down a hill. It is the funniest fucking thing. And the
love
fact
it.
that they turned that into a meme for everything
my
is the
husband,
best.
and it's like the wife.
I
Yeah.
love that guy. I totally just spaced out on who that guy was. I love him. Do y'all know why he holds his chest on red walks and in public and interviews and stuff?
No way.
There's an interview you'll see him with. I can't remember their name, but it's one of his co-stars. It's a
Grogu.
no.
That was funny.
They are non-binaries, and they asked him, "Why do you hold your chest?" And they were wearing a white suit. And it's a red walk interview, and someone's doing lip reading, and they go up, "Why are you holding your chest?" And he goes, "That's where my anxiety is." So he's holding his anxiety. Like he always has his
Yeah.
hand on his stomach right here.
He'll,
And she's
he'll
like, "Why are
be
you
up.
holding there?"
Like there was a video where he was on a panel or
Interesting.
something, and you can see where he got really nervous,
And he just starts
kinda-
holding his tummy?
No, he just kind
Oh,
of
yes, hold
grabs and
someone.
I forget what her name is, but there was an actress there, and she's like, "Oh yeah, yeah," and starts holding his hand just because he was anxious. I'm like, "That's fucking sweet."
He is such a fucking teddy bear.
Yeah.
He's the equivalent of Tom Hiddleston in those scenes where he's like, he's holding Emma.
Oh yeah, barely not touching her because he's trying to be a gentleman.
He had 2 fingers on her
Yeah.
dress, and the rest of her were like, "Oh, their skin. I can't do that."
Yep.
Yeah.
He is so fucking adorable.
No, and he's a good actor. I liked him. I liked him in Game of Thrones.
Yeah.
He was good in Game of Thrones.
You know, he was only in Game of Thrones for like 29 minutes,
I know,
and
but
he
he's
had
so
such
good.
an epic character
It's so
for
good.
29 minutes and 8 hours.
Yeah, until the
Yeah.
mountain demolished him.
Oh, smash face, Wonderland.
Bang.
Gallagher'd that shit.
Jeez, that was brutal.
Yeah.
Mountain's fucking big. That's a big dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Holy cow. All right, Mouse. What else you got?
That's about it, really. It's just
How are we rating this thing?
well, actually, we're gonna rate both movies.
Okay.
So we're going to rate Willy's Wonderland with punch drinks
Okay.
and Five Nights with cupcakes.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
Because a Chica's like a fucking loco fucking cupcake.
Does it have a name?
Cupcake.
It's just cupcake? No, that
If
was a
I'm-
little
I-
on the nose.
I don't think it has a name. But no, like I fucking adored that cupcake.
It was fun. Like I liked when it was going through
It's
the air.
wacky as shit.
the air
That's why
ducts.
it reminded me.
The air ducts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why it reminded me of the skull pool, Deadpool
Head
thing.
pool.
Head pool, because it's just so fucking wacky with the wide eyes and like the
So it really irks me. Like as much as I love how the Jim Henson's company did with the animatronics, this is the one thing I will finish this off with. The jump scares in Five Nights.
Mr. Cupcake.
Yes,
Oh,
Mr.
yep.
Cupcake.
Mr. Cupcake.
Yeah.
The faces, the way they open up for a jump scare, you don't get to see that. You don't get to see why they're so fucking terrifying. Chica, most of all, her mouth opens up rather largely. But here's one in the Five Nights of Freddy's 4, the Nightmare version. That's what jumps out at you when you least expect it.
Oh, okay.
That's why it's scary. You're just playing the game and then in your face with a background of screaming.
Yeah, it's definitely much muted in Five Nights.
And the reason they did that for the movie is the movie compared to the game, even though it still has the lore behind it of the kids getting kidnapped and killed, it is significantly watered down because there's no way he was going to be Scott, the creator of the game. There's no way this was going to be able to be slightly more controlled of like, oh, it's parents have to buy it at the game store, or you have to get parent permission to download it. Like none of that stuff. This was
they made it PG-13. That made it completely accessible for younger kids.
And that's why
if they had made it a rated R movie, they could have controlled that more, but they didn't.
And there was no way they were going to be able to do that because the lady, I can't remember her name, the lady who did this, she didn't want to make it gory and bloody. She wanted to make it more like a game to show kids. And I do not like the fact that it was geared for younger children to look at it, but I do appreciate the fact they did put the PG-13 on there because my parents, I grew up watching the scary ass movies. Like we talked about earlier, I fell in love with the 1999 Haunting. I watched it as a kid. I threw fits not seeing the little girls in the curtain as a young child. My mom would have let me watch this, explaining to me why it was bad what Afton did and what she would have explained it to me. So it's
she would have regulated as a parent.
Yes. So because damn, that was a big one. But because of what I was exposed to at a younger age, simply because I accidentally walked in on my parents watching horror movies and they're like, fuck it, you're not having nightmares. Some kids I feel like could handle it at a younger age, then there's other ones that just can't because they've never seen stuff like that. Like if bro's never seen anything to that degree, throwing him into that would be like,
oh my God.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, he's definitely, it's not that he hasn't been exposed to something like gory or whatever. I mean,
the concept.
It's the concept behind it that I have a problem with.
Yeah.
Like children being murdered and children then murdering. My 6-year-old doesn't need that shit. Like, that's insane, you know?
And
my teenagers, they're teenagers. They are what they are. But my 6-year-old, no, he's going to have a more filtered childhood because I think kids they should grow up in an age of innocence before the world corrupts.
Yeah, and I totally get that. And it just so happened I saw scary movies before I should have. And I saw at such a young age that when I was having like, Mommy, there's a monster in my closet. Mommy, Billy's in my closet.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, the little Saw doll was riding his bicycle in my closet all the time.
Oh, okay. No, I mean, like...
I would not show Saw to my 6-year-old.
I didn't.
There's no fucking way.
They didn't show it to me. My grandparents were watching it when I was younger, and I had to go to the bathroom. I overheard something on the TV that caught my attention, and because I have ADHD as fuck, I walked over and I saw the little doll rolling out in the very first film.
You want to play a game?
Yeah. So a lot of it was my own fault seeing things, and then because my brain is the way it is.
Well, I mean, you were a kid. You were a kid.
Well, that, and I also have ADHD out the ass. I needed to complete what I saw.
Yeah.
So some horror movies that I just caught glimpses of, I had to go see all of it.
All right. Interesting.
So yeah, some of it I did to myself.
Well, I mean, and you know what? I remember seeking out scary stuff. I still, as an adult, seek out scary stuff.
Oh yeah, all the time.
I'm enamored with scary stuff. I like horror. That's some. I like the adrenaline that you get from watching horror. I enjoy the genre.
I just can't do like the Halloween parks where the people come scare you yet. That's a little too real for me.
Dude, I fall on the floor. I am the worst. Fight or flight. It is not fight or flight. It's fight or fall.
I get nothing but giggles.
No. Oh, you would love going to a horror house with me because I hit the floor. So I've had characters break standing there laughing at me because I'm like in a ball.
She's a fainting goat.
I pee myself in public. I am the worst fucking legit so easily frightened. It's retarded. My husband loves bringing me to that shit.
I would love to be able to go through haunted houses, but when I was younger, I was forced to go through one when I was 8. I was kicking and screaming, I don't want to go.
We'll just do the next haunted house that's in Luray Caverns.
No, fuck you. My dad was like, no, you'll be fine. He pulls me through. I get about halfway through. The third jump gets me, and I'm like, nope. I have him pick me up. I am crying into his shoulder, and they shut the whole thing down. And my dad bought tickets for the 2 people behind us because they didn't get scared for anything because the whole ride was just like
you being terrified.
Yeah.
Aw.
Literally there was a guy with a walkie who was going to scare me when I was in my dad's arms, like crying in his shoulder. I overheard him go, "Hey guys, we have a scared kid. Turn everything off. Just kind of walk on back."
Okay.
So everything was turned off.
That's
and my dad was
good
able
that
to
they
go
took
through.
that precaution, though, not to like
not
totally
to terrify
traumatize.
and fuck you up, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Dude, funnily enough, I remember going on a haunted walk through the woods, and we had to hold this big ass rope and walk through as like a group.
Yeah.
And that shit fucked me up because at the end of it, they had somebody with a unchained, of course, but chainsaw fucking
those
come
are the
out.
fucking
And
worst.
I was maybe, I don't know, fucking like 8.
I'm like 35 running from a kid with a chainsaw in a corn maze. I can't
Dude,
do it, man.
They had freaking people from like, and in like they had body bags in the woods. They had people standing up there like acting like they were hung. Like it was fucked. And I'm just sitting there just like, ah. And the chainsaw at the end of it, I was like, I'm done. Nope, no more. And now, I'm the, horror freak that I am. So
yeah.
Now I'm just dead.
And I'm like,
inside.
we're doing the haunting and the conjuring, and I'm like, yay! I've never seen either one
See,
of them.
I
gonna be
love
fun.
you.
It's gonna be great.
I love you, Snow, so much that I am not picking the movie I desperately want to review with Adam Sandler and the giant space spider.
What movie is that?
I can't remember what the name is. Chase, you have your cellular device out and you're fast. Can you Google the Adam Sandler and Spider movie where he's like, this from the Nutella reminds me of the Beatles of my homeland. It's fucking adorable. He's stuck in space and there's a giant space spider and he's like, do you want some Nutella? Spaceman. He's like, do you want some Nutella? And he's like, what is this? This is delicious. It reminds me of the Crassix beetles of my homeland.
So it's a talking spider.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh no, it's fantastic. And so instead of fangs, it's like tentacle type appendages, and he just kind of shows up on the space station. He's like,
depressed space spider.
You intrigue me.
He's the last of his kind. He had something happen to his planet, so he's just kind of lost in space alone. And he's like, I'm just lonely. So
Ben
I'm saying,
murdered him,
He
and
has,
he will not be lonely
no,
anymore.
he has such a calming voice.
it is
too.
beautiful.
That
calm.
lures you to your death. No.
No.
Adam
And
Sandler-
Fuck off.
he's like, oh, do I shake your hand? And he extends his hand. And he goes, please do not. It is not within my culture. It would be unclean
I
to
will
touch you.
defile.
Where's the bug spray?
It was so
No.
cute because like Adam's like, I don't know what to do to offer you comfort. You're so sad. He's like, here, have some Nutella. It's fucking beautiful.
Yeah, I want to see that bad.
New.
Because it's all about, kind of overcoming the natural human tendency to fear something you don't understand or just find repulsive initially.
Nah, I'm not a fan of spiders, sorry.
Spiders are cool. Fuck you.
They have a function. I'm not denying they have a function.
Yeah,
But
to scare the shit out of Snow. That is their sole function in the universe, and it sucks.
As long as we have an
It's
agreement.
all about me.
They stay out of my house, they stay alive. I'm just saying. That's it.
No, they stay alive in the house.
No.
Yeah, that I need
No,
to,
I don't
not that
have
I
any.
need to be aware of their presence.
Nope, I don't have any.
All right. On that note, who wants to kick us off with? Let's do Willy's first.
Okay. What are we rating it with?
Punch cans.
I will give it 2.
Okay.
Because it made me laugh throughout. Like, I didn't understand it. I'm still having a problem with it. That way, the silent main character concept is fun. But the cracked out punch drink and the need to have it so routinely really just, even having it explained as like it's a power-up thing, it doesn't play like it's a video game movie. So it doesn't, it's harder for me to like swallow that as that's the why. But I definitely laughed repeatedly while watching it. The fact that he just, okay, I'm going to take care of this. And then I'm going to change my shirt because you got your black goo all over me. And then
That was great.
It was just very funny. And yeah, no, it was oddly enjoyable. Five Nights at Freddy's, I would give. What are we rating it with? Cupcakes. Mr. Cupcake. I will
Mr.
give it
Cupcake.
3 Mr. Cupcakes. If this is something that like you've you're into those kind of games, you'd probably get a huge kick out of it. For me, it was all right. I'm giving it a 3 for the production because I think it was well done. I think front to back it was very well done. I think the cast did great. The little girl was adorable. And the fact that like she was psychic, which is not explained, it was weird. Because she'd been talking to these kids as imaginary friends for years, and then she sees the fucking future.
I read it that she was talking to ghosts.
Well, it was so
right.
His brother was killed by Afton. Her brother is one of the spirits. It was her brother talking to her with all the other spirits.
See, you need to know the backstory.
Yeah.
Well, no. Like,
no, they explained that in the movie.
Yeah, they explained.
Wait, what?
Yeah, his whole thing is that his brother was taken by Afton.
Yeah.
Wait. Sorry, my brain jumped. I went.
I
Sorry.
got that too.
I always assumed that it was her brother was making that connection, so that way eventually his older brother or somebody could
would be able to
him.
find him and know what happened to him.
Her brother needs some fucking therapy.
It was. Yeah, he does. It was good. Like for me, it doesn't have a rewatch value. I think I'm good. When the second one comes out and my kids are like, we're going the same day it comes out, I'm like, okay, I'll drop you off at the movie theater again.
I'll go with him if you want.
Oh, they would love that. They love you.
I'll chaperone.
My boys love you. So.
I'll take him to one of the theaters that have like the commemorative buckets, and we'll give him a Freddy head.
Oh my god! No, then it's gonna be in my house.
Yes, you'll actually see the animatronic eyes in the middle of the night just looking at you.
I already have a problem with E.T. I don't need another animal.
Like E.T.?
Fuck E.T. How do you not know that? That thing traumatized me so bad as a child.
Yeah, she likes fucking macking me more.
God,
he just looks like a giant penis.
Yes, a scrotum. He's gross. He is terrifying. That stupid glowing finger and his goddamn glowing heart. I can't handle it. He used to come after me when I was sleeping as a child, coming down my hallway.
Reese's Pieces.
They're delicious. Fuck E.T.
E.T. for no
Fuck
one.
off. E.T. needs to go home. He needs to go home and stay home.
Yes, no rant about E.T.
Fuck E.T.
Hey, Sammy, let's add E.T. to the list.
I won't be here.
No, you will be, so you can rant about it.
I won't. I don't need it. I don't need that in my life again. That was, no, I hate. Fuck that guy.
All right. Well, that was your review.
Yeah, 5 nights.
And rant about E.T. being terrible.
Yeah, no, fuck that thing.
That was funny.
Gross. Stupid alien.
It's a scrotum.
Stupid alien.
A scrotum
They
with a
should have let
light-up
him
tip.
die in the creek.
Just let him die.
No.
Yes.
Why are you
They
saving
left him behind for a reason. He is a stupid.
Damn. Chase?
I'm gonna give it a solid 4 punch drinks
Christ.
out of 5. And Mr. Cupcakes, is it? We're
Yes.
getting? I'm gonna give the Five Nights movie like a 2.5 Mr. Cupcakes. It wasn't there for me, you know.
She's so disappointed.
She is. She's
If they make a better movie, that'll get a better rating.
I watch all them bullshit movies for you when you do it for your recording.
And I watched them for you too. And I watched all the lore, and I was impressed by
You
the
did
lore.
not watch all the lore with me, you liar.
Excuse the fuck out of
You
you?
dipped out halfway through.
I spent 2.5 months going through lore on the fucking video games with you. Don't even start with me.
That was me talking to you, bitch.
And watching them. Excuse you.
Yeah. Sammy.
I'm just watching you two fight.
See, I love our
watching
fights.
people fight.
I know. I'm just in here going, "Where's the popcorn?"
I love our fights because this is about it.
Yep.
No, it's. I'm just.
I do take that back. I will fight you when you leave the paper towel roll on the counter instead of putting it back like 2 centimeters to the left where it's supposed to be.
That's my bad.
You know what drives me crazy is the toilet paper on the roll wrong.
So we don't actually use ours because like
I
ours.
don't use toilet paper.
No, we do, but not the roll. Not the
No,
roll
it's
thingy on
3
the wall.
shells.
So imagine this is the toilet. Our holder is screwed to the wall back here.
It's like my fucking thing where it's across the fucking room.
Yes,
I hate that toilet
it's very
paper
fucking
holder.
awkward. So we don't use it. I have a tri-stand next to my sink counter that has like all my makeup and stuff on it. So we just sit the roll right there on the corner.
Yeah, the whole mullets or beard thing, beard all the way. Fuck the mullet. You turn it the other way. I can't stand it.
If it's
mullet or
if
beard.
it makes it on the
fuck?
spinny
Front
thing,
or
it's
back?
a
So
win.
when the toilet paper's sitting there, the mullet. So if it's facing you and the
Yeah,
paper's
the
on the
toilet
backside,
paper
that's a
goes
mullet.
over the top.
Yeah, it goes over the top, so it's a beard, not a mullet.
Right. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If it makes it on the spinny thing, it's a win for me. As long as I have some, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, I'm right there with you.
I just need it where I can reach it, which is very difficult with my bathroom with my T-Rex arms.
You got to work on the
Dude, I'm
yoga.
sitting there. I'm like, I can't. I need
We'll
it
have
right
to get you
here.
one of those little toilet paper stands is right there
I
with you.
need
You
one
can
of those
move it
grabby
around.
claws that the whale guy uses. Give me a grabby claw.
I'm so
Such a good feel.
I'm so glad that Brendan Fraser's making it back to the screen.
Me too.
No, I love me some Brendan Fraser. All right, so as far as ratings, okay, so for Willy Wonderland, I'm going to go with a 2. Again, it has funny moments.
I'm surprised it's that high.
Well, here's why. I do enjoy Nick Cage in it. I enjoyed his character. I was like, I like the T-shirts. I thought it was funny. The little dance, the things, the fact that he had to stop murdering to go and have his break, I thought was funny. And leaving her and being like, fend for yourself, bitch. That to me, it was funny. And I mean, she was fine. She was totally trying to shank the freaking creepy siren one anyways. So she would have been fine. So it just, again, it wasn't what I expected. It wasn't as funny and it wasn't as put together as Five Nights for me. And so for me, really, the only reason I liked it was the Nick Cage character. The fact that you have people breaking in, getting murdered, or that to me was fucking stupid.
I can't love it anymore just because he's just so unbothered. I love that so
And that's
much.
great. And that's why I'm giving it a 2. That's why I'm giving it a 2. Is because he did well as the character. And again, to be able to do a role fully mute and still convey some kind of a personality is a testament to Nick Cage's, acting in the film. The animatronics I felt were weaker. The story I felt was weaker. I felt like it was just kind of thrown together, like the fact they're like, oh, okay, we need to throw in that it was a satanic ritual and everything else. It felt like it was riding the coattails. That's how it felt because I didn't see them in the order that you did, and I don't have the background that you do. So I'm gonna.
It's sad to know that one came first, isn't it?
A little bit. I'm actually glad I watched them in the way that I did, because if I had watched Willy Wonderland first, I probably wouldn't have even bothered with Five Nights at Freddy's.
You would have had to because it's the show.
Well, for the show, I would have.
It's our rules.
But I would watch it. I've
Want to
watched
be on
it
the show?
more-
You got to watch the movie.
I've watched it more than once. Willy in Wonderland for me is a one and done. And yeah, so I will give it 2 punch cans. And then as far as Meester Cupcakes for Five Nights at Freddy's, I'm gonna go with a 3.5. I enjoy it. It's a fun movie. I think from like the limited amount of lore that I knew, I felt that they did the story well. I think that they were able to convey it, that you knew what was going on.
There were some weird, unnecessary changes.
Again,
if
but
you
I don't have
know the lore,
Yeah,
you're not gonna know.
No, and like I didn't catch all the nuance things either, or the fan things either, because I don't have that. I watched it and I'm like, okay, I can get behind this story, and the animatronics are cool, and like, okay, like I think it was a fun representation of what the story is, and and what it is. And for me, it honestly answered some questions, because I was like, I don't know half the stuff, so I'm like, okay. All right, I understand now, and I can appreciate it for what it is. It's still not my favorite thing since sliced bread, but I enjoy the film. I introduced S to it as like an introductory into horror, and she was like, it was bad because she was like, I already know this story about there's dead kids and brr. And I'm like, okay.
That's kind of one of the things I wanted to bring up earlier when we were talking about the whole like keeping your kids hidden from it. Five Nights is not only just the game. He released comic books explaining the lore behind it. Mm-hmm. Kids can get access to that even if you tell them you can't go to Walmart. So it's not always like what you can stop them.
That's the world we live in, and that's again the internet and how available that is and how available things are. So I mean, like, yeah, she knew about it and she was like, whatever. And
it's like how I am 100% certain that Madam Snow, who has 3 boys, has a lot of Sears catalogs in their bedrooms that she doesn't know about.
They don't have Sears catalogs.
It
They
was-
have computers.
Yeah,
and,
this-
and it's gross.
Yeah, my mom.
That's why they smell so bad.
Oh, my
They need to
mom
purge
is-
more demons. Just make sure the door's locked.
My mother is a beautiful
So many
woman.
boys. Oh my God, it's too much.
I have a brother, right? So my mom is a fucking genius. One day she goes, Kirk, I wanna do something. Block Pornhub on the kid's phone. See who says it first. Tony comes up.
Fuck me right!
Fucking shit, tits. Whatever. I'll take it in a second. Let me finish my story. He goes, hey, come here. Are you having problems with your phone? I'm like, what's the matter, bro? No. Don't get too loud. Keep quiet. Are you having problems on Google? No. Why? What? Shush.
So, I'm a moderating parent. I watch my kids' phones. Yeah, I watch my kids' phones because I want to know what they're doing. They're my phones.
That's the person,
you know,
me.
and I'm going to make sure that they're not in anything that they're not supposed to be in. Whatever. I get scared because search history and what websites they're on, and I just like one of those things to where I've been traumatized by both of them. I've been traumatized. It makes it really hard.
Do I have to respin?
Oh,
What
it's a
is
crystal
it?
pix.
Oh, do I have to respin?
You get to pick for you.
Yeah, pick something. you want.
Basically, it's a pick something yummy.
Yeah.
The
You want something from the barrel?
Yeah, I'll see what's
the web search history on my children's phones is disgusting and disturbing.
I will
But
say
I am a
this.
grown ass adult and I can handle it to make sure that they're not doing anything they're not supposed to be doing.
I'm glad I just
I'll
have girls.
say this. I've spoken with your
Girl.
sons.
Yeah.
I know what animes they like. I'm pretty sure what videos they've seen.
There's so much anime porn, and that's all it is. That's
you know
all
the
they're
name-
that's all they're watching is anime porn.
Hey, no. I will tell you this right now. Be grateful for that because out of all of the things they can be watching, be glad that it's anime and hentai because that stuff can be considered more condensed than having them interested in the more BDSM adult stuff.
It gets so much more extreme sometimes.
Yeah, but like for me, I've tried having
Well, I don't
conversations with
see-
them, and it's very difficult. But I'm like,
Oh, fuck it.
you have to realize that there is no basis in reality here. Your expectations are totally fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
So-
porn.
Yeah,
I know.
I was gonna say
but
that's
I've also
porn.
tried explaining that about porn to them in general.
But that's
like
the thing.
because we've had conversations and stuff, and I'm like,
I feel
you need to
like-
realize that reality is not what anything you see on your phone is not what reality is.
And that's why I feel like for at least my brain type, the animated stuff is a bit different because and you know for a fact this is not achievable because it's a cartoon.
Right.
The problem is if that's the only content that your brain is consuming,
Well,
it can
no.
cause very bad
I understand that. I
problems.
understand
Right.
that. But what
that's
I'm saying
where my
is,
fear comes in.
but what
It
I'm saying
hardwires
is,
everything.
you see
yeah.
see something like that, and you know for a fact that you can't achieve this, versus a video where a woman's pretending to be enjoying herself, where a guy's like redoing a disc on her fucking JJ, or like she's getting railed by 12
Jesus
guys
Christ,
and having
calm
fun.
down.
It's a
Yeah.
different
Ow.
expectation.
Yeah.
Your son is going to go into this into this event and think that okay, what I need to do to achieve success is violent rubbing.
What is pandered on the internet is consistently doing nothing but lowering people's experiences.
Right, it is because the expectation is never going to live up to the reality at all, and that's just kind of porn in general. But my problem is you have all these kids coming out now, and they're furries, and but then there's all that kind of porn out there, and it's like you're literally need to find a way instead of altering who you are, becoming happy with who you are, and not trying to.
I mean,
alter your
roleplay
perception of reality.
Roleplay has been around for hundreds of years, I'm
Yeah.
sure. So
yeah, but this is
on
beyond
one side,
that. It's beyond that though, because
when
they're
you're
taking it way
that's-
beyond
oh,
that.
that's just my personality.
forgot
No,
about
that's
that.
wrong. That's
Something
not
that
okay.
whatever you do in the bedroom, that's fine. But
Yeah.
it's these people that like, no, now I identify as
Here's the
a
tail
cat.
plugs.
There you go.
Like
Yeah.
that's a mental problem, and you need to find a way to become happy with yourself and who
You're
you are.
right. It's a self
and not try to change your reality.
Yeah.
And that's like whatever you guys you kink in the bedroom, that is a whole nother whatever. You do whatever you do you. But the the trying to alter your reality and making other people accept that you are what you think you are instead of what you are, and just finding a way to become happy and make that.
I mean,
accepting. I don't know.
There's gonna be somebody for everyone, but
I don't know about that. Some people are gonna be.
I'm not gonna say it's gonna be super healthy.
See, I'm all about healthy relationships and boundaries.
Yeah.
You say that it's pretty good. I poured some of my Pepsi in there.
Nice.
You say that, but my buddy Chance, I can say that because it's not his name, and his lady friend, that is not in my mind the most healthy relationship at all. But it's because they're both so fucking obsessed with each other.
It's okay. So yes, they do have the obsession, but they run their kink as a 24-hour thing. That is 100%. And
I saw your face. It's not like there's no.
No,
yes,
I'm just thinking
yes,
that
Daddy.
sounds exhausting.
not at all.
Sorry.
Well, when that's your mindset,
My brain needs
Leave
to
me
down
alone
on
for
that.
a fucking hour. I want me time.
No, it's a 24/7 power exchange for them.
No, and do have fun. Like
you say that, and I instantly felt bad because that's how I feel with him. Because he's like, "Honey, go away for a minute." I know. I'm sorry. I love you. Come here.
Oh no. Like I mean it in a healthy way. Like I
am not healthy at all about it.
I want to be able to fucking. I want to be
She
able
wants
to
to
fucking
like
sleep.
unzip my spine and crawl in my flesh.
I told him a couple of nights ago
I'm
I was
not
cuddling,
close enough.
and then I
No
cuddled
wonder
more.
you like this movie.
And I was cuddling like
She wants to turn you into a thing and crawl inside of you.
I was like
She's like,
on
snap
top
trap
of
me
him,
in,
and he's like, "Babe, are you close enough?" And I'm like, "No, I want to get in your flesh." It's like, "Oh dear Christ!"
You're so fucking cute.
Keep one eye open while you're sleeping.
Oh, she does that for me.
I won't peel you. It's okay. Yes, I sleep with one eye open. Fuck you. I actually do sleep with one eye open sometimes, and he takes pictures.
That's why you like Chameleon.
I wish I could do.
She has no
that.
eyelids.
My little gecko. Keep her under a
Did
heat
you finish
lamp.
both?
So I think, yeah. So
cold all the time.
Yeah, I would say 3.5, Mr. Cupcakes. Again, I just felt
God,
it was,
we're still rating. Sorry.
Well, somehow
We
we
get
went
distracted.
we went from my thing to porn. I don't know how it jumped, but we jumped.
Yeah. Hentai and cat people.
So, anyways, no, I've watched and I will rewatch Five Nights. I think it was a better production. I feel it was more well done, and for what it is, and for my limited amount of backstory, it did a really good job. I did enjoy that I could introduce again my eldest into it as a horror movie. Without doing, I think, any kind of psychological damage.
Oh no. I know your kids. Both of them would be able to stomach this right now.
No, not
E.
E.
Not
Not
E.
E. Oh, not E. E
He's
would
a
not
fucking
be-
trooper.
No. But E is currently terrified of our current Pennywise situation because I didn't accidentally. I let her watch the intro and I immediately regretted it. And she's now like rubs her arm whenever she walks past him because she thinks he's going to pull a Georgie on her. I felt terrible. I did. I felt really, really bad. Yeah. And then I was like, oh, no. And
A
I'm like,
healthy exposure to fear-inducing things is good.
Explain, like, let me show you a thing. I'm going to show you Bill Skarsgård on YouTube so you can see it's just a person in a costume. Because she wants to go with us, like, to haunt. She wants to be in the horror bubble with everybody, but she's still so like so scared. And you know what? And I'm grateful because I want her to be that way. The kids aren't innocent for long, and the fact that she isn't like fiending for it, and I can actually have like a more guarded. I'm not opposed to the situation. So in good time when things when she's ready, then we'll bridge that. But no, as of right now, E is like, no, I don't want to watch that.
In that vein, I don't know what happened, but at some point I stopped watching horror and I was like Hannah Montana, and then my mom's like, one random day, she's like, oh yeah, no, you used to love this movie. I watched it. I was scared shitless, but I'm like, it used to be my favorite, so I'll watch it again. And I turned myself into a horror fan.
Yeah.
But I wanted to say, I don't know where it is. I'll find her on Instagram. There is a scare actress. She's a clown, and she's one of the skitters, like, where they have little spark pads on their knees.
Oh, I love those things. Those people are cool.
She's in one of those places that when you have the no scare badge on, they don't just leave you alone and walk away. They come up to you and they're like, oh, hi, what's your name? Oh, yeah, you like my shirt? Yeah, it's got a little.
They try to de-scary it.
Yes.
I love people that do that. They try to de-scary.
I feel like if you took E to a place like that and you had the badge on,
no boo badge,
that would be a great experience for her.
They have necklaces at the King's Dominion for that.
That's a new boo badge.
I just don't know how they interact with you. I don't know if they just leave you alone or if they come to you.
They just avoid you altogether.
I think so. Yeah.
I think it would be a lot better if one of the scarers would come up to the kids and be like, "Hi, I know I'm a clown, but I'm nice. Here, do you want a lollipop?"
So true story. One year we went to Haunt. It was one of the first years that I had to wear like full dub, like mask, everything because I didn't want to get sick. And one of the skitters, which they're not supposed to like engage other than like the scares. He like came over. We have pictures of him. He was hanging out with me. He thought I was the coolest thing because I had a full face mask. And we got pictures of him, and he would just skid around and stuff, and then just come sit and he would just randomly come sit as I'm eating fries and just sit by me.
I love when scares
amazing.
pick a favorite person and then fuck with them all night.
It made my freaking night. I was like, this is so much fun. It was good.
That.
It was good. So I mean, you know, I think that's fun, but I've said enough. So anyways, it's Chase.
He did his.
Yours.
Snow did hers.
All right, it's Mouse.
All right, I'm gonna be the oddball out. So Willy's
5 and 5.
Neither of these only get a 5, sadly. But
I'm kind of surprised.
I'm very intrigued.
Willy's is getting a solid 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Only reason it's not getting a 5 is because of the fact of like. Not for the same reason that Snow hates it, but I disliked the break of him not talking to people, feeling coherent when the kids entered the restaurant. It felt like it was accepted in a coherent thing when he was talking to the adults. It's like, yeah, I can respect a man who's got little words. Like, it felt like it fit. And then the kids were in, and she's like, hello, are you gonna fucking talk to me? Mm-hmm. It kind of broke it for me.
Okay.
I can see that, yeah.
So that's why it loses a point. Because
she played opposite him kind of off.
She did it too hard.
Yeah, she tried too hard, I feel.
And I feel like because I didn't know any of those kids, I've not seen them in anything else, not that I can recall. And even if I have, y'all are fucking not memorable. I'm sorry. But I
think the girl had been in the show Mayans for a long time.
But yeah.
The main girl?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So it's like she's, at least to me, she wasn't as popular or as commanding a presence as Nick Cage. And he didn't have a fucking word, and she still had to fight against that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think a lot of that, like, overdoing it came from the fact that she's like, I have to
be at this level.
Yeah, my presence has to overpower a dude who's not even speaking. And that's hard.
Yeah.
Her innocence versus hard ass was just kind of hard to swallow because it was she didn't do a good balance of the two.
She didn't convey the turned hard ass from innocent little girl who watched her parents get killed. She didn't do a very good job of that.
I agree, but I did like that she's like bitch and she's like ready to slice her.
Oh no, I love that.
That was funny.
I love that.
I was like, and that was the rarity. That was the rarity.
So has anybody at this table seen iCarly or know what iCarly is?
I know of it.
I know.
Do you know who Sam is from the show?
No.
Sam's basically white trailer trash. I got the Sam vibes from her, like the straight up, like, okay, cool. I got a knife in my boot. I can reach it in 10 seconds. Come the fuck here.
Yeah.
But no, I loved Willy's simply. I saw it first. It was Freddy's closest thing for it, and it was sweet, and plus Nick Cage. Mm-hmm. 5 nights, 4.5.
Okay.
It would have gotten more if it was more accurate to the lore. This was filmed in like the 90s. It looked like there was the bite of 83 and 87. There was a bite in that fucking year. Freddy didn't bite anybody's fucking head off. That is an angry chameleon. So yes, it was an amazing.
So much rage.
Yes, tiny rage, tiny. I will scream in lowercase.
Whenever I think of a chameleon, I just imagine them doing this.
Yeah, I love the
dance.
hands in the bubbles when they go after the bubbles.
Yes, exactly. They're so great. Chameleons are cute.
But no, I've watched both these films multiple times over, and I love both of them equally. It's just they both were missing tiny pieces that would have made them better. Freddy's was a slow burn, and it would have gone a smidge faster if they had introduced a bit more fighting toward the beginning. Mm-hmm. If there was less innocence between all of them building the T-fort and stuff like the.
See, they made the animatronics too likable.
They're supposed to be likable.
Okay.
That's because in the games they
like
were never.
For me, there was nothing scary in it because they just made them too likable.
They're too cutie.
They were never
It wasn't
meant
even
to
that
be.
they were too cute. It was just that they like literally were just looking for a friend. Oh, we're gonna murder her to keep her. But like it was just it was
and that's
kind
the
of weird.
point. The animatronics themselves were never meant to be mean or scary. It's whenever Afton told them to do something that they hurt people.
Yeah.
Okay.
So they did a great job of making you fall in love with the animatronics because you do feel bad for them. And the only time they do look scary, because they do all in the games, the only time they look freaky is when they open their mouth a little bit, but they still, it's just the skeleton you're seeing on the inside. They only get scary when you get to the nightmare version and then the one where they've been burned and they look all melted and shit.
Interesting.
Yeah, so they did a fantastic job of doing what I would consider a reintroduction to this generation to show them Five Nights. The way I view this film, because it was set as PG-13, not rated R, I feel like they were trying to do this as a, hey, parents, this isn't meant for your youngins, it's meant for your teenagers, your high schoolers. If you think this is okay to show them, show them. Because it's the high schoolers that were playing Five Nights at Freddy's the game.
Okay.
So that his target market was young adults into like not preteens, late teens and young adults, your early adult stages. The way it was geared was definitely a soft introduction of, hey, here's what the story is. Yeah, there's a little bit of killing going on, but it's never anything you see in the games. In the games, you don't actively see anybody cut up or killed or anything.
Yeah.
Okay. So they did a great job. And the fact that the producer refuses to release a gorier cut, it's because there's never going to be one. There was never intended for them to be blood splattering everywhere and all that. It's because in the games, you don't see that ever.
Yeah. It's the psychological aspect.
Yeah, and though it's about children being killed, you don't actually ever see kids being killed. It's just
Which I can appreciate. Thank you for not putting anybody through that.
Yeah, like you never see the kids being killed. It's always like even up until you find out what it is, it's kind of like a interpretation of like, oh yeah, this kid's soul was shoved into the body. Like it's like this is where the corpse was type deal. It's never.
Well, I mean, it's stated like Vanessa's like he put their bodies in the machines.
Yeah, I'm talking about like in the video games. Like
sorry.
Even when they showed you in the games and little cutscenes, you don't see him killing the kids and putting them in the suit. Like it's always just implied by him yanking them off to the side of the screen into a playroom.
Oh, okay.
You never actually see him killing the kids. It's just implied that yes, he did kill them in the secret playroom.
Gotcha.
That sounds bad. Secret playroom.
Oh, it is. He was using just terrible ways to lure children in there. He would say like, "Oh yeah, no, we have a secret party for you," and then it was like, "Your mom called, your grandma's dead. I'm taking you over here so you can cry about it." Like it was. He ran out of ideas toward the end. Like he was getting desperate. That's why Bonnie was so violent, because Bonnie was during the group of kids that like were suspicious because people are going missing here at this pizzeria.
Interesting. Jinx.
All right. Well, this was a unique pick.
Very
unique
pick show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey.
It kind of went everywhere.
Yeah,
Chase.
no, it was good conversations though.
Chase, since you're on here, I can make it official on air. I'm making a fan request to BAF for y'all to do the same.
Okay.
Five Nights in Willy?
Five Nights versus Willy's.
Oh, you're going to have to watch them after all, babe.
It's on air and official. I made a fan request. And you've already got the drinks. I'll send you the recipes. Yay.
They're fun. Fuck off.
Ragnar's going to be so excited he has to watch them again. He couldn't stand them.
Hey, he can watch it with your eldest and your middle kids and have some bonding time.
Yeah, I know. They
Hey, maybe
love
bro will be old enough by then.
Yeah, you're going to do it in a couple of years because it's not going to be before
Well,
he's
their
10.
lineup, I don't know.
Yeah, it's not going to be before he's 10 and he's only 6, so...
Did y'all ladies have fun?
This was a blast.
This was good.
Yes.
You did a good job.
You did awesome.
I'm glad, even though y'all didn't give it high ratings and didn't seem like to enjoy the films, I'm glad y'all didn't just sit here and be like, it was terrible, I hated it, I wish I
it
washed
wasn't
my
the
eyes
worst
with
thing
bleach."
ever.
Oh, no.
No, it wasn't the that would be The Room.
I was going to say.
Yeah.
Second by fucking Hudson Hawk. Movie's fucking terrible.
What was it? The boxing one that Stu did.
Raging Bull.
Raging Bull.
Oh, yeah. No,
Repo
awful.
Genetic Opera.
That was terrible.
I like Repo.
No, it's terrible.
I like it. Only for the Zydrate song.
That is fucking awesome. I would say
love
that.
the Grave Digger, or the Grave...
Everything
Grave
he's
robber.
a part.
Robber. He's cool. I like him.
Everything he's a part of is great. But
Yeah.
if you want to see a full-length feature film of an Evanescence song, watch that.
Yeah.
No, just don't. Don't bother.
Don't
Listen to our
sully
episode.
Evanescence like
Listen to
that.
the episode.
Yeah.
But don't
by
watch
Harley.
it.
She's a big fan. Harley's a big fan of it.
No.
I just like the Zydrate song and the Grave Robber. He's cool.
It was one of Chase's.
It's so catchy. It's so fucking
Stop
catchy.
it.
He tried to show it to me the first time, and we paused it halfway through, and he's like, why was this my favorite? I'm like, I wasn't going to say anything, but thinking, what the fuck?
I got laid over the movie. That's probably why.
All right.
On that note.
Well, thank you guys so much for doing this
Of
with
course.
me.
This was awesome. Good
I'm
picks.
glad we got it.
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I'm glad I was able to talk about the lore a little bit, bring up the films, talk about all that.
It was fun. And happy Halloween.
Yeah.
It's coming.
That's right.
Spooky time.
All right. Take us out, Spooky Snow.
Ooh, goodbye. Hi, this is Snow. Thanks for listening to our podcast, Barrel Aged Chicks. It's Chicks Are Here! We are so excited to share our future episodes of Barrel Aged Chicks, FMK, and Slasher Gal Pals. We hope you are enjoying our shenanigans as much as we do. Give us a follow on Instagram at Barrel Aged Chicks. If you'd like the gals to do a fan request, contact us on Instagram and we will give you a personal shout out on the show. Our podcast is available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple, Google, iHeartRadio, and Good Pods. Swag available through the link on Instagram. Please check it out and thank you for your support. Special thanks to Carl Casey at White Bat Audio for his kick-ass music. He is amazing. Also, please grab a listen to the guys at Barrel Age Flicks Podcast. If you like booze, hilarity, and movies, check them out. Also, check out our network and other amazing podcasts at deluxeeditionnetwork.com. Bye till next time, and thanks for listening to our show. The party's leaving!